Cease hands it off to Worthington, and he's fighting his way forward for maybe a yard or two, and then the Calvert Hall defense swarms in to make the stop. Cole Ferreira on the stop. Let's take a look at our Wise Market starting lineups. Got an injured player for Calvert Hall. Looks like it's Emily Dore that'll be getting some attention.
Yeah, Scott, that is a huge loss for Calvert Hall if he is unable to come back. He is one of the premier players in the area. Defensive lineman and can do a lot of different things. Gets after the pass rusher. Grew up in Middle River area, Baltimore County, with the Middle River Middle School. Played for the Middle River Renegades.
Let's take a look at those starters.
Bird, the Sykesville Middle.
Logan Holland, the North Hartford Middle School.
Aiden Smith, Southampton Middle School.
Chris Logue, Sheridan Hall.
Sam Navarre, Bryant Woods Montessori.
Jaden Moore, the Sheridan Hall. Christian Ronaldo, Ridgely Middle School.
Ezra Carter.
Kendrick Worthington.
Brad Cease, North Carroll Middle School.
Got an injury timeout, no score, 10-14 to play in the Turkey Bowl.
Yeah, great to see him not just walk off the field, Scott, but kind of jog off. Again, he is a big-time player. You see number 0 right there with the kind of hood on his the sweatshirt with the hood on the top, and he gets after it. He is a load to block, and great to see him back up. Looks like he'll be able to continue.
2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Straight ahead, that's Kendrick Worthington. Myron Baldwin on the stop for Calvert Hall. Worthington on the year. 177 rushes, 912 yards. He averages over 5 yards a carry and has 9 rushing touchdowns. Our Wise Market starting lineups on the other side.
Cole Ferreira, Boston Middle School.
MD Doorway, Middle School.
Caleb Davis, Roland Park Middle School.
Asai Hammond, Golden Ring Middle School.
Sisto Laverno III, Sacred Heart of Glendon Middle School.
Darius Smith, Southwest Academy.
Dale Turntine, St. Ignatius Loyola Academy.
Caden Newsom, St. Pius Middle School.
Gabe Leveroni, Bethel Christian Academy.
Byron Baldwin Jr.
Kyle Gray.
And Kyle Green injured. We saw him before the game, just had surgery this week and told us, you'll see me next year. He'll be back. Penalty marches the ball back right to midfield. False start against the Dons.
Yeah, obviously a huge loss. He is one of the premier players in the area, Kyle Green. Chris Hewitt Jr., we talked about him. His dad coaches with the Ravens defensive backs. He is taking that kind of free safety spot today for Calvert Hall.
3rd and 12. Cease in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, throws across the field, complete to Carter. Ezra Carter shakes a tackle. Upfield, he's got a first down, all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So Carter shook off the initial tackle and turns it into a first down.
Yeah, Carter, yards after contact. Calvert Hall defends this well, but Carter shakes off the original tackle and goes right down the left sideline. His dad, Purnell, went to Andover High School back in the day. They had a chance to coach his dad in basketball back in 1989. Yeah, 1912. And it's great to see Ezra, the baby of the family, doing some good things today.
That was a 20-yard pickup. On the ground, straight ahead. Good gain there inside the 25 now. Down to the 24-yard line is Kendrick Worthington. Baldwin on the stop for Calvert Hall.
Yeah, Caden Newsom and Brian Baldwin, 2 defensive backs, busy already, which is not a great sign if you're Calvert Hall because they're defensive backs. Great line surge, quick trap up the middle, and a good gain from Worthington. Big-time runner, number 4 right there for Calvert Hall, for Loyola, Kendrick Worthington.
And that offensive line has been together for a while. 4 seniors and a junior on the offensive line for Loyola. Cease hands it off. This is Worthington. Good room for him. And they work inside the 20, a first down near the 18-yard line. Caden Newsom on the stop, but Loyola has the ground game going.
Yeah, again, behind that offensive line. See it from the side. Straight ahead blocking. You see number 74, Logan Holland, getting a good push.
Here's Worthington again. Not much this time. Off a left guard down near the 16-yard line. James Trainum in there. They're in the Mercy High School red zone right now. No score, first quarter. The 103rd Turkey Bowl, 7:20 to play in the quarter. Loyola has marched down to the 16.
Yeah, Brad Cease can throw the football, but their bread and butter is the run game, which is why Josh Ward said, hey, you got to stop it. One of his keys to the game today, stop that run game.
Cease under center. Throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jaden Moore, the intended receiver. Moore, the quarterback that time. He's the athlete. He talked about that in our pregame. You can see him in the slot, in the backfield, at quarterback. And he did complete a pass for a touchdown earlier this year.
He did. They're twin brothers for Anthony Zayu. Grew up in Carroll County, moved down, transferred from Manchester Valley to Loyola a couple of years ago. And Brad gets heavy pressure that time, forced him to throw the ball a little bit early.
Third down. Mason Russell, the running back. 8th play of the drive. Cease looking to throw, has time, throws into the end zone, incomplete. Derek Cease, his brother, his twin brother, the intended receiver. Derek Cease, a 6'3", 225-pound tight end. Should take a look at Josh Ward.
Yeah, Josh Ward, 2002 graduate of Calvert Hall, played for Jay Robinson, who we saw downstairs earlier today, former head coach at Calvert Hall, former assistant coach at Towson here for under Phil Albert.
Here's Owen Shying going to attempt a field goal. 33-yard attempt. He hit a 42-yarder in their playoff game loss. He's got plenty of leg. Kick is up, and it is good. No good. He missed it. Had plenty of distance, but Shying misses the field goal attempt, and we stay scoreless with 6:52 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. Loyola at Calvert Hall, Turkey Bowl 103. No score. Jayon Williams, the quarterback for Calvert Hall, as they get their first possession of the game. No score. Williams, the sophomore, hands it off. Turning upfield, and there goes a penalty flag, and plenty of room to run. Finally forced out of bounds near the midfield line. Caden Newsom, who turned the corner, but hang on, this one looks like it's coming back. Penalty marker all the way back on the 19-yard line. There's the call, holding against Calvert Hall.
Yeah, great play design, Scott, by Calvert Hall. Loyola had it defended well, but Newsom just outran the flank. I mean, it was a just speed wins right there, but the play called back because of a hold. Big gain negated.
So that'll put the ball back to the 10-yard line. Let's take a look at the Notre Dame prep quarterback stats.
Yeah, that's for Nick Humph, who's not starting. Yeah, actually Humph in right now. So Jayon came in, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, 57.9 passing completion rating.
On the ground and nothing there. Harrison O'Connell, the sophomore on the carry, couldn't find any room. He stacked up at the 10. Trevor Szymanski with some backfield penetration. Szymanski, the all-MIAA offensive tackle, but you'll see him go both ways. He leads the team in sacks. So head coach Josh Ward said probably see him 15-20 snaps on defense.
Yeah, great penetration. His brother AJ, big player in this game last 2 years down at Maryland, and that's where Trevor's headed next year.
2nd and 20. Pass complete. Up across the 20 near the 21. That's Aiden O'Connell, the senior captain. 10 yards on the gain.
Yeah, a little quick screen. See the Ravens run this with Zay Flowers, a little across the line of scrimmage there. So a little flat pass, and O'Connell dives to kind of shorten up the down and distance here, Scott. I guess it's what, 3rd and 9 now. It was 2nd and 20. Good play call by Josh Ward and his staff.
Well, so much of this game is field position, and anything to move the ball 10, 11 yards, that's a good play. Humphs the quarterback, shotgun set. Now steps away, checks the signals from the sideline. They got to get it going, and that's a delay of game. You could see the coach is frantic on the sideline, jumping up saying, we got to snap it, we got to get going here.
Yeah, Mike Ward, Josh's brother, is the offensive coordinator, and a lot of local guys that follow high school football very familiar with the Ward brothers.
We got a timeout, 5:15 to play first quarter, no score. Turkey Bowl 103. Those numbers. We're back, Johnny Unitas Stadium. Scott Garceau, Keith Mills wishing you and yours a happy Thanksgiving. Calvert Hall with the football, 3rd and long. Hump from the pocket, down the middle, and it's incomplete. Gister got his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Maurice G on the coverage may have knocked it away.
Yes. Maurice G, one of the best players, best overall players in the area, and shows why right there. Great timing on the contact, clean play. Inside position, Gister, but G makes a nice play on the ball and breaks it up. Real good. Number 11, man, he's a really good young player.
Carter O'Connell with the punt. And Loyola will let it bounce. It takes a Loyola bounce and is down near the 45-yard line. So Loyola will start in plus territory. 5:11 to play first quarter. No score in the Turkey Bowl. Catholic High School of Baltimore fan cam. You can see the fans packed in here at Johnny Unitas Stadium on the campus of Towson University. Good day, sun shining. Temperatures expected to work up toward 50. Not right now. Worthington's the running back. Cease under center. Worthington straight ahead. And a short gain on the play. About a yard or two. That's about it.
Yeah, we mentioned Emily Dore, who went out earlier. He is back, and he made that tackle. Good to see number 0 back in the game. And number 4, Kendrick Worthington. Not a lot of running room there, Scotty.
7 carries for 22 yards here in the first quarter for Worthington. Moore in the backfield. Takes a snap. We got a whistle. Looks like a false start.
Yeah, I think it was on Derek Cease, number 81. Jumped the gun just a hair. And that'll set them back. Maybe a case of maybe some pregame nerves here. You should be working yourself out of that now. We've got about 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. A couple of penalties already in this game have set both offenses back.
So Anthony Zeu crouched down on the sideline, 7th year as the Dons head coach. Former LSU football player. Brad Cease in the gun. Russell set to his right. Cease looking to throw and completes it inside the 40, down near the 35. Close to the first down marker is Ezra Carter. Carter, 25 catches on the year for 233 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and again finds a little area in front of this between the 2 defenders in the zone right there. Calvert Hall playing a zone, and Carter just kind of sits down in there. Good throw from Cease, and the young junior from Loyola making an early impact in this football game, Ezra Carter.
There's the 3rd down conversion numbers. 3rd and 1 here, and they give it to Tommy Tucker, the fullback, who pops free. He's inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. Tucker, the leading tackler on the Loyola defense, gets some plays at running back, and he made the most of this one.
Yeah, it looks like he stopped dead in the water, kept the feet moving, found the gap. Byron Baldwin probably saved a touchdown right there, and Tucker no more for tackling ball carriers than breaking tackles with a big gain.
Had 9 carries for 41 yards on the season, but a big one there. They're in the Mercy High School red zone now. Loyola trying to break a scoreless tie. Jordan Moore under center. Down near the 10-yard line. That's Kendrick Worthington. About a yard short of a first down, brought down by Byron Baldwin.
Yeah, we saw Jordan Moore go in motion that time. Defense kind of shifted. They ran right away from the motion, and Worthington hit the gap quick. And again, Baldwin already really busy in this game. Got 3 or 4 tackles, saved a touchdown a couple of plays ago. And they're testing this Calvert Hall run defense right now.
2nd and 2. This is Jaden Moore. Off the right side, he's at the 10, head down and cut down near the 6-yard line. Caden Newsome up on the stop for the Cardinals.
Anthony Zeu says they'll get the ball any way they can to Moore. That time it's kind of like the Wildcat direct snap to him, and he just kind of uses his speed, athleticism to get outside. Great block there by Derek Cease, and good tackle by Caden Newsome. But man, Moore is exciting, no doubt about it.
So it's 1st and goal from the 6. Cease in at quarterback. Sets up under center. Worthington and Tucker in the backfield. This is Worthington down to about the 4-yard line. Isaiah Hammond on the stop. Let's go down to the sidelines.
Hey guys, yeah, you mentioned Kyle Green, starting safety for Calvert Hall, defensive back, out breaking his ankle in practice. So unfortunate last week. Starting in his place, you mentioned, Scott, Chris Hewitt Jr., his dad, Ravens defensive backs coach, Chris Hewitt by the same name. Now, Junior has never played safety before in his life. He is in the biggest game of the year today. He spent all last weekend at the Ravens facility learning from his dad, guys.
Yeah, why not?
There we go, 2nd and goal. Cease play action fake with time, throwing back of the end zone and incomplete. We've got a flag down. Derek Cease, the intended receiver, had no chance to catch that ball, but he may have been interfered with.
Yeah, there was definitely contact in the back of the end zone, Scott, but again, that ball was a good 10 yards past the end line.
Gabe Lavroni was on the coverage.
Yeah, good coverage from Gabe. Got a little physical there. Good job by Calvert Hall for not biting on the play fake. I think Brady Cease wanted to go in the flat on that, and it didn't, and they defended it.
Keith, I think they did pick up the penalty marker.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there was no chance of him catching that ball.
Yeah, and in the middle of the field, you'd say, well, maybe he could have got there, but not when it's, 5 yards out of the end zone.
Yeah, and you only have about a yard before you were out of the end zone as well, too. So Calvert Hall gets a break there, and Loyola will live to play another play. 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal. They spread it out, empty backfield. Cease in the gun. Looking to run up the middle now off the left side, and he's stacked up near the goal line. Loyola players throwing their arms up in the air, but the official marks it about a foot short. Chris Hewitt up on the stop. Now Brad Cease, they're going to hurry up. Here they go under center. It's 4th and goal, and now timeout is called.
Trying to figure out who called the timeout.
I believe it's
Calvert Hall.
It's Calvert Hall.
Yeah, let's take another look at it, Scott. We'll see if he gets in or not. Brady coming right at you here. He tucks it and dives. And I don't think he got it. I think that's a good call.
About a foot short. Here's the numbers. Brad Cease, he's a thrower more than a runner. 42 rushes for only 21 yards. But there's a twist to that story. 7 rushing touchdowns.
Yes,
so he's big and strong down near the goal line. They'll use him.
And they are about as close as you can get to the touchdown. And Sean just mentioned Chris Hewitt and Chris Jr. He made that tackle, saved the touchdown.
I asked Anthony Zayu about the tush push with a big quarterback like Cease, and he said you got to be careful in high school because if you're aiding the runner directly, it can be a penalty. And he said you don't want a penalty when you're on the 1 foot line, and that's what they're faced with here. But if it's a kind of a pile, then you can push the pile.
Interesting.
Here's Cease under center, hands it off to his fullback Tucker. Did he get in? Touchdown! Tommy Tucker right up the middle, bulls in for the score. 2nd touchdown of the year for Tommy Tucker, but he set up this touchdown with a nice 20-yard run.
Yeah, great point, Scott. I thought Brady was going to sneak it. Instead, he gives it to big number 36 and the big offensive line. Just does the job. That's Aiden Bird, Logan Holland, Aiden Smith up front in the middle of that line. And as you said, Scott, Tucker set up the TD and then scored it on that play.
Here's Shying for the point after. Kick is up and good. So Shying tacks on the point after the touchdown from Tommy Tucker. And the Dons score first here in Turkey Bowl 103. Pretty impressive drive, Keith.
Yeah, 9 plays, 45 yards, 4 minutes and 14 seconds. So 2 9-play drives. The first one was for 59 yards, and they were unable to score, missed the field goal, but this time they cash in on the touchdown from Tommy Tucker, one of the best defensive players in the area, and today making his impact offensively.
Let's go down to Jamie Costello.
Well, let's go back to you, Scott. It was a couple of weeks ago that the Maryland State Athletic Hall of Fame inducted Scott Garceau. Listen to the cheers, Scott. Yeah.
They're cheering for him, J-Mo.
That's it. As we inducted Scott Garceau into the Maryland State Athletic Hall of Fame, awarding him the John Stedman Award. And I'm telling you.
And let's go, hey, Jamie, let's go back a few years here, right? This is Scott doing one of the first Calvert Hall games of all time on Channel 2.
It's like the vet up in Philly there.
Hey, tell everybody
I love
about
the hair,
this story.
Jamie. Love the hair.
Hey, tell the story.
I had some.
And, of course, with the great John Stedman.
This is awesome, guys. Nice surprise.
Tell the story about Stedman writing you a note when you were in Green Bay.
Lambeau Field, first time I was there and had family, my mom, brothers, friends, and I got a note as I got to the booth shortly before kickoff. Tom said John was here to see you, left a note, and it said, Scott, can't imagine how much this means to you today to be back here broadcasting the game and how proud your family must be of you. And I had a little tear in the corner of my eye. I wiped that and got back to work.
I tell you what, we were
a great man.
We were with Keith Mills at Michael's 7th Avenue when when he was inducted into the Anne Arundel County Sports Hall of Fame, and he dropped
Yes.
107 names that night.
Well, Scott came close the other night, buddy. Let me tell you what.
Well, it was nice sharing it with you guys and so many people part of the journey, but
that was a great night.
That's a great
listen,
surprise,
it's
guys.
It's a privilege to watch you guys, but it's even more so to work with you guys. You guys are the greatest friends, and I can't think of any two guys that I'd love to spend Thanksgiving with.
Where would we rather be than right here, right now, today, Jamie? Thank you, guys. And Keith, that was
well
great.
done, partner.
Shot at John Stedman.
Well
wow,
done.
That was terrific.
Thanks
The
to
guys did some work in the archives for
I was
that
going
one,
to say
right?
thanks to Keith Nelson, Dave Lashley, Ricky White, all the guys in the truck, men and women in the truck for making that happen. But really a spectacular night at Martin's a couple of weeks ago. And Adrian Dantley, Jermaine Lewis, Chris Weller, Dominic Dawes you went in with. Oh, what a class.
Towson Orthopedic Associate scoring drive, 9 plays, 45 yards. Tucker with the 1-yard run as the Dons take the early lead in this one. Jayon Williams now at quarterback, the sophomore. He's the dual threat, can throw it and run it. Humphrey, the throwing quarterback. And Williams keeps it, trying to get outside, and he keeps his feet. Made something out of nothing.
That's one of the great runs of the year, just to get a couple of yards right there.
Tommy Tucker, who just scored the touchdown, made the tackle.
Yeah, we see number 4, just a sophomore. Boy, his best football days are coming, and you saw the explosiveness and the toughness for him. Tucker runs him out of bounds, but man, he saved a lot of yards just getting the 4 he got.
Ball's at the 24 now. 2nd and 6. Nick Humph now the quarterback. Humph captain for this game, and just across the 25 up to the 26. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Let's take a look at our Wise Market starting lineup.
Matthew Hart, Southampton Middle School.
Chase Dorsey, Hereford Middle School.
Sean Jordan, St. Joseph Fullerton.
Ben Freitag, Southampton Middle School.
Andres Alvarez, Mount View Middle School. Jackson Gister, Dunbarton Middle School.
Dane Grunder, Immaculate Conception School.
Aiden O'Connell, Wilson Williams.
Max Garland, Oklahoma Road Middle.
Jake Stewart, St. John's the Evangelist.
Nick Humph, St. Margaret Middle School.
They were junior highs back when we were in school. They weren't middle schools, right, buddy?
You're right. Looks like we got a timeout called.
Looks like the end of the quarter here, Scotty.
Yeah, time running out. So that's going to do it for the first quarter. Only score on the board came on a short run as Loyola took the lead. Tommy Tucker running it in for one. It's 7-0 after one in the 103rd Turkey Bowl. Let's take a look at Jimmy's Seafood stats. It's been all Loyola in the first quarter, Keith. 99-15 on the yards, 4-2 on first downs. This is Humph, throws across the field and completes it, short gain, but enough for the first down at the 32-yard line. Maurice G on the stop, Mike Bell on the reception.
Yeah, that was a big, important play for Calvert Hall. You did not want to give the ball back to Loyola. Well executed timing route. And Bell makes the catch. Nice pass that time from Nick Humph. Get him off the on track a little bit and try to get this Calvert Hall offense kind of rolling here.
Mike Bell's had a couple of serious shoulder injuries that he's overcome. He has 2 touches this year, Keith. Before that, 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
A catch and a rush.
That's a good percentage there.
Williams now the quarterback. Pitch to the near side. Trying to get wide and up across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, good. Darius Smith with the quick pitch and watch the block. Oh, man, nice seal right there by Chris Hewitt, it looked like. And the speed of Smith gets outside. We talked about how many guys go both ways, these skilled players. Calvert Hall and Loyola loaded with guys that play 2 ways and have explosiveness both in the secondary, wide outs, and in the backfield.
2nd and 6. Humph at quarterback in the gun. And he hands it off to O'Connell, who's hit immediately in the backfield. Jonas Kligas was on him in a hurry, Keith.
Yeah, made 2 tackles in a row, and he just read it well, shot the gap. Boy, lucky he didn't really get on the other side of that face mask there, of the helmet, I should say. And he's a big-time player, senior, grew up in Howard County. Played for the Western Howard County Warhawks. He played for the Warhawks in the UP, right? Upper Peninsula, Michigan.
You know what? He has 7 horses, too. You know, he does, yes. His coach calls him a madman, and he said, I mean that in a good way, because that's the way he plays defense, and you saw it right there. To throw, good time, pass complete across the 45. That's a first down. Mike Bell, 2nd reception on the drive for Mike Bell. So the senior making some plays.
Yeah, give credit to Nick Humph, stayed in, kind of sensed he would get hit, and he did. But man, that pass was right on the money. Good read right in front of Chris Hewitt Jr. Good coverage that time, but a great pass from Nick Humph.
13-yard gain. And now Jayon Williams, the sophomore, back in at quarterback. So Humph and Williams exchanging that position almost every other play. And complete to the near side. That's Newsome on the catch. He's across midfield, ball marked at the 46 of Loyola. They need to get down to the 43 for a first down.
A nice pass here by Williams, and he hit Newsome in stride. Newsome was coming back to the ball, didn't have to wait for it, caught it in stride, was able to pick up, about 7 yards on the play. That was a really well executed play by both the quarterback and the wideout.
Stewart, the running back, they pitch it wide. Room to run, 35-30, look out, and touchdown! Chris Hewitt takes it the distance, and we are a point after away from being tied.
I'm not so sure Chris Hewitt was scouting with his dad when he, thought about maybe doing this. He was probably worried about playing defense, but again, great blocking on the outside, and really astute running there by you. Waited for the blocks to kind of take hold and then shot the gap, broke the tackle, touchdown for the sophomore, Chris Hewitt. Man, that's a big-time play.
Zakroski on to try to tie it up. Boot is up. It is good, and we are tied at 7. What a play. Chris Hewitt, the super sophomore, he had D1 offers as a freshman, and you can see why. Got a Calvert Hall player injured down on the field, and there you see Hewitt taking it in for the touchdown to tie this Turkey Bowl up. We're tied at 7. Turkey Bowl 103 here on WMAR-2 Sports. Check. Let's take a look at the Towson Orthopedic Associates scoring drive. 5 plays, 80 yards, 4 minutes and 14 seconds. And Hewitt with the home run as he turned the corner on the 46-yard run. His first rushing TD this season.
Yeah, just a sophomore, as we mentioned. And again, he showed great speed, but also great patience in that run. Once he turned the corner, Scott, he just waited for a couple of key blocks. They formed, or they were produced. As you see, big number 76 for Calvert Hall right here.
Drew Stewart, I believe that is, Keith.
Drew Stewart coming off the field. Man, that's not good.
Got hurt on the point after.
But Hewitt, man, explosiveness, patience, everything you want in a big-time athlete. No question about it.
Today's live streaming on WMAR2news.com/live is brought to you by Calvert Hall College. We're tied at 7, 8:43 to play first half. The 103rd Turkey Bowl. Been playing this game since 1920. Been playing it on Thanksgiving since 1929. As Calvert Hall kicks it deep, good kick there. A little wind aided. Ezra Carter back on the goal line. And this will come out touchback. So Loyola scores first. Calvert Hall answers. And now let's see what the Dons can do. They'll start on their own 20-yard line.
No surprise this game is tied, right, Scott?
No.
How many ties have we seen?
We said,
wow,
you know, coming in, maybe a slight edge to Loyola on paper, but throw the paper away. It's the Turkey Bowl. Jaden Moore at quarterback. He's on the keeper. He's got some room to run, and he's up near the 34-yard line for a first down. Xavier Crum brought him down.
Hey, was that Lamar Jackson running the read option there, or Jaden Moore? Again, Anthony Zayu will try to get him the ball any way he can. That time he plays quarterback. Great read option read on that play for number 10, and shows his explosiveness and toughness there as he gets a big first down.
14 yards on the pickup to the 34-yard line. Cease in the gun, full house backfield. And he hands it off. We've got a penalty marker down, short gain. Mason Russell, the ball carrier. Got up to the 36, but flags down.
Xavier Crum in on that tackle for Calvert Hall, big time player. See what the penalty is.
So that'll back up Loyola. Let's go down to Sean on the sidelines.
Special because it's the Turkey Bowl, but for Jaden Moore, look, all he knows when he takes the field in Turkey Bowls is winning. In 2020, when he was a freshman, obviously no Turkey Bowl. 2021, he was a sophomore and they won. Last year, he didn't play in the game. He was recovering from a torn ACL. He is back and looking for another win.
Cease on the toss, and it is caught. Jaden Moore bobbled it, but came up with a short gain on the play. Baldwin up on the stop for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Caleb Davis also in on that tackle as well for Calvert Hall. And Sean mentioned the game 2 years ago. And Scott, we of course did that game. And the young kid that caught the winning touchdown for Loyola that day on a pass from Marcus Hines, Noah Bull, is now playing at the U.S. Naval Academy. So we get a chance to see Noah
he
a
was
lot
a big
down
hero.
there. Whoa, yes, he was playing. He's a plebe and a freshman. Hasn't played this year, but will.
Loyola's had their way with opponents in the second quarter. Pass complete short. Carter bounces off a one tackle and gets back to the 25. They have to go all the way up to the 44 for a first down. Sisto Averno on the stop.
Ezra Carter making his name heard quite a bit already today, and again breaks the tackle like he did the first time he touched the ball. Sisto Averno, a gentleman that you, that name very familiar around town, right, Scotty?
Yeah, when the Colts came to Baltimore, Sisto Averno, his grandfather, was one of those players, a good friend of Artie Donovan's, played on those early Colt teams in the 50s. And Sisto will go to Maryland to play lacrosse, also a great wrestler. Carter 3 for 38. Cease, good time. Look at the protection. Throwing deep, and it is caught. First down all the way down to the 38-yard line of Calvert Hall. Jaden Moore, a 37-yard pickup, and it starts with pass protection.
Oh, yes, it does. Perfect protection. And watch the perfect pass here between 3 defenders. And Jaden Moore a little slow getting up, but man, that was a terrific pass and catch. Moore found the seam. Cease reads it perfectly. Again, you see 4 defenders out there. Man, what a great play for quarterback and wide receiver again for Loyola.
Cease 109, 201 attempts this year, 54%, 11 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, threw a beauty there. Worthington's the running back. Fake to him. Cease to the near side, has a man open. It's caught inside the 20 down to the 16. That's the fullback, Tommy Tucker. What a game he's having. Had the 20-yard run, then rushed in for the touchdown. He's the leading tackler on defense, and now he's catching passes.
Still look like Patrick Ricard every now and then catches a pass and rumbles for about 20 yards. Again, little wheel route around the left side. Nobody guards Tucker, and Cease puts it right on the spot. Really well-executed passing game by the junior quarterback right now, who's proving that, man, he is some kind of player.
Getting down near the 5-minute mark. We're tied at 7. We're in the Mercy High School red zone. This is Kendrick Worthington. Didn't get a lot. Punches it down to about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Brady Cease, also a great baseball player like his brother. Played for Mike Kelly at Loyola High School. But Brady went to the quarterback factory, which is a run by Chris Bossia. I'm sorry, Brad Cease, my mistake. But and he has produced a tremendous amount of quarterbacks down there in the Anne Arundel County area, including Caleb Williams now at USC, Noah Baranek, who quarterbacked Calvert Hall, now at William & Mary.
Jaden Moore keeps it, turns it in, and is dragged out of bounds down near the 5 by Byron Baldwin again. Called his name about 5 times. They're real close, maybe just short of the first down.
And again, getting more, putting more in position to touch the football every chance he can. One of the best athletes, one of the best players in the entire state of Maryland. As I mentioned, heading to Duke next year to join his brother. As his brother will probably be gone next year, but
Jordan
will be a freshman next year. Yeah, we saw Jordan quarterback the Dons a couple of years ago.
And at Duke over the last 2 years for his brother, 111 catches for 1,344 yards and 12 touchdowns over the last 2 years. Now we got a timeout, Loyola. Anthony Zayu on 1st and goal will talk it over. 4:22 to play. Loyola and Calvert Hall tied at 7.
Two Baltimore-born legacies are in your backyard. Ask yourself this: do you have what it takes to protect this house?
When stuff goes wrong and you need answers,
know where to turn. Mallory Sofaste is working for you.
Have a story idea? Email me directly, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. You can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted.
But Stan, great Baltimore Colt, helping out the Calvert Hall defense this year.
Ah, man, they're in good hands with Stan, no doubt about it.
Cease gets him up. They got a reverse handoff. They throw it back to Cease, the quarterback. Touchdown. How about that? That's a play you pull out in a rivalry game, right? Probably haven't shown that one all year. Jaden Moore got his hands on it and then flipped it to Worthington over to Cease for the touchdown.
Yeah, just tremendous execution. A reverse pass to a wide open Brad Cease, and that's how you dial it up. That's how you run it, and that's how you execute it.
Well, Cease on that drive catches the touchdown, but passing it, he was 4 for 4 for 61 yards. And here's Shying for the point after. And he missed it. Missed that one. But the Dons take the lead on some trickery down on the goal line, but a pretty impressive drive with Brad Cease going 4 for 4 for 61 yards in the air.
Yeah, you see it again, Jaden Moore, I should say, off the handoff from Kendrick Worthington. And again, Anthony Zayu and his staff just coming up a lot of creative ways to get more involved with the offense instead of just playing wide receiver, running downfield and trying to make plays there. He's run out of the Wildcat. He's run out of he's taken direct snaps and run the RPO, and he just threw a touchdown pass, his second of the year, to Brad Cease.
We are proud to be named the best private school in the region by the Baltimore Sun. Loyola provides a Catholic Jesuit education to boys in grades 6 through 12. Discover more at loyolablakefield.org.
Maryville for
Uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. At Calvert Hall, you can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's gonna be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's a food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60+ faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local business.
Comes off the timeout. So again, hats off to Anthony Zayu and his staff coming up with a really good play design and perfect execution. I mean, people were zigging and zagging, Scott. Oh, the offensive line, defensive line. I don't know if anybody knew where the ball was except Cease, Moore, and Worthington. Brad Cease, really impressive. 6'3", 220 pounds. Picked up 20 pounds over the summer. Again, I mentioned Chris Bossia's quarterback camp. He and Stan White, by the way, coached together both at Gilman and St. Francis with Biff Poggi. Chris Bossia once coached at DeMath under the great Bill McGregor. So he's produced some really, really impressive young quarterbacks down in the quarterback factory.
Shying to kick it off. Kick knocked down by the wind, heading out of bounds. Gabe Lavroni grabs it and gets it up to the 26-yard line. That's where the Cardinals will start.
Gabe's another famous name from around town. Gabe's dad, Kevin, a famous bodybuilder, former strength coach for the Calvert Hall football team. And
let's take a look at the Towson Orthopedic Associates scoring drive. It was a good one, 9 plays, 80 yards, 426, and then the razzle-dazzle touchdown with Moore on the 5-yard pass to the quarterback, Cease. Nick Humph, quarterback. Humph throws over the middle, incomplete. A little high, pretty good coverage. That was Dane Grunder on the on the receiving end. Let's take a look at our Wise Market starting lineups.
Cole Mosier, North Hartford Middle.
Luke Marslak, Hereford Middle School. Aiden Smith, Southampton Middle School.
Joe Nottingham, Our Lady of Victory.
Zach Phillips, Burley Manor Middle School.
Tommy Tucker, the Sheridan Hall.
Giannis Kligas, the Sheridan Hall.
Kari Adams.
Luke Rush,
St. Ursula.
Jesse Legree.
Maurice G.
It's 13-7 Loyola. Calvert Hall with the football. 2nd down and 10. Humph under pressure, and down he goes. Sacked at the 22-yard line. Aiden Bird and Cole Mosier on the sandwich sack for the Dons, and it's a loss of 4.
Yeah, give credit to the secondary as well here. Humph wants to throw it, can't, and that little hesitation helps Mosier and Bird get to the quarterback. Mosier, sophomore defensive end, 6'1", 220. Scott, very impressive young player there.
Clock running, 3:37 to play in the half. Sukyu in the backfield now. The junior. Throw over the middle, it's incomplete. A little high, pretty good coverage.
Yeah, Chris Hewitt again, Scotty.
Grunder on the intended receiver, and Jesse Legree also back there.
Jesse Legree, my bad. Chris Hewitt wears number 5 for Calvert Hall. 2 really smart plays by Legree. On the first down pass, the receiver for Calvert Hall was up in the air, and if Legree hits him, it could be a targeting call. Instead, good discipline there.
Looks like a procedure call against Calvert Hall. That's going to push him back. Now they are punting with the wind. That's the good news, and they've got a good punter in Carter O'Connell. He was the all-Metro punter as a sophomore last year. He's now a junior. 6 feet, 223 pounds. Snap is high, and the kick, I'm not sure if it was blocked, but it doesn't go very far, and it's caught at the 39-yard line.
The referee does signal that the kick was blocked.
Maurice G was the one who put the pressure on. And now the punter slow in getting up. Only 22 yards on that punt.
Yeah,
Josh Ward really screaming, and now we got a penalty. That may be on the head coach, who's screaming at the officials. A late flag.
Yeah, we'll see it again.
High snap.
Really hard to tell if he gets it. The referee said he did. He also, of course, got O'Connell as well, and then you see him holding his right leg right there.
Now, wait a minute. Now, Anthony Zayu's screaming, so maybe they are going to get the roughing call. Maybe that was the flag for it. Josh Ward was out on the field checking on his punter who was injured, but also screaming at the officials, and then Clifford Daniels dropped a penalty flag. And now Anthony Zayu is way out on the field.
And we'll take it again. We'll see O'Connell again. High snap. And boy, he did. Still can't tell if he nicked it or not.
If you get some ball, I mean, it's a tough position you're putting the punter in.
That is a really difficult call. Anthony Zayu not happy. O'Connell certainly got nailed hard. Now, if they're calling maybe an unnecessary roughness on that, again, Scott, I don't see under.
But here's the other part of the story.
Super slow here, Scott. We'll see.
So he's probably getting some ball there with his leg, but not his hands.
Yeah. Again, anyway, bottom line is Calvert Hall has the ball at the 34-yard line, and a new set of downs here. Anthony Zayu.
They're ready to snap the ball, but Anthony Zayu's still on the field.
Yeah, the head referee
is.
They've got to put the ball in play.
But Keith,
here.
the other thing is the flag came so late. The play happened. Josh Ward was on the field.
The only thing I can think of, and I don't know if this is an interpretation of the rule or they just created one. Okay, might have tipped the ball, but maybe it's an unsportsmanlike conduct and how he attacked the kicker on that.
Yeah, we don't have
aggressiveness of it.
The officials aren't wired, so we're not able to hear the exact call. There's a handoff. Trying to sweep wide is Hewitt. He's got some room. Look at him go across the 45 up to the 47, and now Don gets dumped and penalty markers all over. And what did we hear Anthony Zayu say in the locker room before the game? Grab your teammate if you think he's getting overhyped up, because we don't need penalties.
Yeah, we're going to get a late hit on a Calvert Hall player right here, well after the play was over. Loyola goes 4 wide that time, sends Hewitt in motion, and they hand it to him. And again, gets a big game, which will...
Anthony barking, obviously upset, but in a rivalry game, there's going to be some of this, but you try to limit it.
Yeah, watch the end of this play. You see Hewitt go down. Let's see if we see it here.
Be on the left side, I think.
13 is Grunder. It happens before that. It happens from number 52, I believe it was.
Aiden Bird, maybe?
Yeah, no, 52 for Calvert.
Oh, yeah.
Laquan Upshur.
Upshur.
So either 52 or 55. It could have been Sisto Averno.
We got a disqualification, I believe.
Yeah, it's 52. It's Upshur. And you know what? That's probably a justified disqualification right there, because he completely lost his cool. Hey, listen, everybody's upset what happened with the kicker. That's not how you take care of it.
So now we're going to march back the other way as they'll march out 15 for the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, the penalty's on 52, Laquan Upshur. And we'll see how this plays out with 3:08 left to go in the first half. A very eventful first half here.
So Ben Freitag comes in to replace Upshur.
I guess it's not. It's certainly not an ejection.
Hump looking to throw near side. Tough throw there all the way to the far side and can't connect.
Man, that's a tough throw for Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson to make, much less a high school quarterback. Opposite hash, deep outside. Wow. And he came close. I give Hump credit.
2:56 left here in the first half. Loyola on top 13-7.
Yeah, great point, Scott. You brought up about emotions. This is an emotional day for all these kids, and you really have to find a way, if things don't go your way, to kind of get control of it.
O'Connell to the bottom of your screen. Ump's got it. Looks over the middle. It's deflected. Incomplete. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Tommy Tucker, what a game he's having.
He is having a two-way terrific football game. See from the back of Hump, and Tucker gets a little bit of pressure, and then great timing on the deflection. And any time the ball gets batted up in the air, Scott, you're wondering if, hey, who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Remember a couple weeks ago, the interception on the Ravens game for a pick six. Ball stayed up in the air about 5 seconds.
Tucker came in. There's his family. Came in with 96 tackles to lead the team. He's rushed for a touchdown. He's caught a pass. He's been all over the place. And some jumping and Loyola offsides. I believe they jumped across. Sam Navarre, a left defensive end, looked like he was in the neutral zone, may have made contact. Yeah, remember on that block punt, Carter O'Connell was injured. He's down on the sideline with an ice pack on his leg. Hump throwing deep down the middle and too long. No connection there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, good coverage there from number 24 cornerback Lake Rush, the senior. Played in the championship JV game a couple of years ago, won by Loyola. Had an interception in that game. Matter of fact, he had the game-winning interception in that game. Also carries a 4.1 GPA, so Luke Rush making his presence felt today as well.
Let's see who's back to punt. It's Dane Grunder. Grunder will punt after O'Connell was injured on the kick that was partially blocked. Now they shift into a shorter set, and Grunder's going to throw it. And it's caught. A one-hand catch by Gister. Jackson Gister, the tight end, just made a superb play. Loyola wasn't fooled. They had a defensive player back there, Keith. I thought he might intercept.
I totally agree with you, Scott. I think it might have been yeah, it was Jaden Moore. Read the play perfectly. The ball just kind of looped over top of him, and how did he make this catch? That's how.
Wow.
Spectacular catch.
A one-hand hook grab by Jackson Gister.
And again, man, the playbooks are coming out. You got a double reverse pass. You've got fake punt from not even the punter.
Well, Grunder was the backup quarterback a year ago, so throwing skills right there. And the handoff. This is Hewitt. Nothing happening there. Short gain as 4 Dons stack him up.
Chris Hewitt has something to say there.
Go ahead, James.
Jim Krieger watching in from the Vatican. We hope to have the Pope on at halftime.
There we
Carrie
go.
Produces from Cape May. Steve Crum from Ocean Pines. How about a toast to Augie Maselli?
Yeah.
The late Augie
Yes,
Maselli.
sir.
Brad Hall's watching us from Malibu. Mike O'Malley went into the Lansdowne Inn already. Joe Bruin approaching his 90th. Frank McShalley, Marty Cohen, John Rapazzo watching from Ireland.
And Hump completes the short pass. That's inside the 35 down to the 34. Good for a first down.
Scotty, I guarantee you, the Williams family is watching today too. Bob Williams, of course, college football Hall of Famer, Loyola quarterback in the 30s and 40s, and his family lives now in Northern Virginia.
Coach Bruin, Hump completes it down to the 29-yard line. O'Connell on the catch, stays inbounds. Clock running, under a minute to play in the half, and now timeout call.
Yeah, so much tradition, so much history. Sons and fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers have all shared in this game, both from a spectator standpoint and a playing standpoint.
With that, Dane Grunder, who completed that pass, we've seen him at wide receiver, but he completed the pass on a fake punt. His great-grandfather played on the 28 team at Calvert Hall.
Wow.
His grandfather was on the 58 team at Calvert Hall, and his dad, Mark, played on the 86 team, 4th generation. Great-grandfather all the way back in 28.
That is amazing, and that's what this game means. You know, I had a chance to talk to a couple of Poly players down on the field that are now assistant coaches at Calvert Hall, and you know, they were part of that City Poly rivalry for so many years, which doesn't have the pizzazz that it used to have when it was played on Thanksgiving Day, but it is still very, very relevant.
You saw Josh Ward, the coach, former Calvert Hall player. Pass incomplete, intended for Taggart. JT Taggart, we haven't talked about him too much. His dad, Willie Taggart, head coach at Florida State, assistant with the Ravens, and JT, a 6'7", 220-pound junior receiver, and he's got a bright future.
Oh yeah, Stan White told you before the game he wants to give him some defensive looks next year on the edge. He and Adam Southwick, the coordinator for Calvert Hall. You see Stan right there.
JT's dad, Willie, also played for Jack Harbaugh, John's father.
Crazy.
Humph at quarterback. In the pocket, throwing down the middle, and it's incomplete. Nice defensive play. Jesse Legree was there. Now we got a flag down.
Yeah, Corey Adams made the play look like it was perfect timing, Scott. We'll see the replay again, but oh man, that was an interesting call here.
From the eyeballs up here, it looked like a nice defensive play. Gister was the intended receiver.
Yeah, we'll take another look at it. Let's see if Corey Williams gets there early. Hump, nice touch on the pass. Ooh, boy, I don't know what his left arm is doing there, but his right arm made good contact. That was we'll see it again from the end zone. Maybe have a better view here. Where's his left arm? Oh yeah, left arm is holding his right arm.
Better look at it there.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good call.
7 penalties for 70 yards now on the Dons. They're in the Mercy High School red zone, 13-7. Loyola leads. Trying to run, and that's as far as he's going to get to the 14-yard line.
Still pushing.
Nick Humph muscling inside. Sam Navarre on the stop, clock running.
Yeah, see it again.
They're up to the line in a hurry here with 26 seconds left. And the spike stops the clock with 23 seconds left in the first half.
It is never dull. It is never dull when these two teams play and the coaches are throwing the playbook, creating plays, I think, in the dirt.
We saw a reverse with a touchdown pass going to the quarterback. We saw a fake punt result in a big pass play.
77 penalties for 70 yards so far in this game.
What do you think, Keith? Each coach has about 5 offensive and defensive plays that they don't show all year, and they save for this game?
That's a great point, Scott. Anthony Zayu, the offensive coordinator for his team.
Nick Humph in the shotgun. 3rd down. Humph sets, rolls to the near side. Has some room to run. And he gets hammered at the 7-yard line. Ezra Carter up.
Did he get out of bounds, though? That's the question.
I think he did.
Oh, a vicious hit by Carter, who has already made an impact offensively today. We'll take a look at it
We
here.
got a false start, I think, Keith. There's a penalty marker.
I think the Calvert Hall player that went in motion to the left turned upfield and wasn't set long enough
I think
for
it was
them
Taggart.
to take. Yeah, Taggart turned the corner here. You see the hit. Oh, and here the hit. Wow.
Here we go. Humph throwing down the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by G. G trying to find some running room to the near sideline and is finally forced out of bounds at the 22 as the half ends. So a long drive for Calvert Hall, but results in 0 on the scoreboard as Nick Humph gets picked off by Maurice G.
Yeah, we'll see it again. Actually, we just saw it again, and G really great timing. You know, Humph just tried to make a play right there, and you give him credit. Give credit to both Calvert Hall for sustaining that drive and a big defensive series there for Loyola to prevent the Hall from either tying the game or taking the lead.
Keith, we saw some big plays in the first half. We saw some trickery. We saw the touchdown run from Hewitt, who made a big play for Calvert Hall, but typical of what we'd expect in this rivalry.
Expect the unexpected. You mentioned the plays you might not see in terms of you know, what the coaches are throwing at them. The personnel groups are a little different, and we are seeing some spectacular individual efforts in this game.
Well, I thought pretty impressive what Brad Cease did in the first half too. We know he can throw the football.
Yeah, he's just a junior, and he's getting a lot of looks. He's also, as I mentioned, a great baseball player. As a pitcher, throws in the mid-80s. He'll be getting a lot of baseball looks as well. And give credit to the Loyola offensive line for a lot of those passing numbers, Scott, because, man, he can steam some crabs back there, taking a lot of. He can scan the field and pick his receiver.
All right, let's go down to the field. Here's Jamie.
All right, Coach, give us the explanation on that.
On their punt, well, we were in punt safe, and we just lost track of number 8. Good play call by them. So, you know, we practiced getting ready for a fake, but we just lost track of it. He made a great play, so, you know, so it's a great play.
How about that trickery that you had, the razzle-dazzle?
Yeah, that's just to keep, you know, we put trick plays in, guys stay engaged throughout the week of practice. It's fun, and so we executed well. So we got to play a little bit better and tackle a little bit better as a group.
All right, there's the coach. All right, back upstairs.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Jamie, that's the Holland Shades Auto Coach's Corner. We're at a halftime. Loyola on top of Calvert Hall, 13-7, the 103rd Turkey Bowl. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
WMAR thanks Brooks Financial Group, title sponsor of Turkey Bowl 103.
The Turkey Bowl has always been a very important tradition in our family. Our grandfather, Ray Brooks Sr., played in the very first Turkey Bowl, and my brother Paul also played in several Turkey Bowls.
The first time you walk on the field, you don't realize what that empowerment is until you walk on the field and you're sitting in front of 10,000 people. For me, that whole event is not something that is just happening now. It's been there since 1980. It's a whole event, and it's all about the community and the family, because that's what Thanksgiving is about.
When you look at the missions of these two fine institutions, you'll find common ground, and that common ground is found in faith, it's found in service, and it's found in leadership of young men. And it's the same thing here with Brooks Financial Group. We're a servant leadership enterprise. We serve a private clientele, and we do so by understanding what's important to them and then serving their dreams.
Recognized for its exceptional academics, the Catholic High School of Baltimore enriches.
There's some positivity that go on, you know, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's going to be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's a flip for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60-plus faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of every place she's visited so far.
Calvert Hall's phenomenal fine arts program is nationally ranked with performances locally, regionally, and nationally. With instrumental and vocal music options, along with visual arts and theater, there is something for everyone. Choose your artistic path at calverthall.com.
Let me ask you something. What motivates you? Is it your teammates? Is it you? To Baltimore-born legacy.
Is football, and Sisto Averno III knows something about football. His grandfather, we talked about him earlier, played for the Baltimore Colts back in the early days of the Colts in Baltimore. Kid also knows the importance of high school, and Calvert Hall is the perfect fit. More from Rick White.
When you think of a student that embodies a school, Sisto of Calvert Hall is one of those young men.
Good morning. How are you? Sisto. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Jude. Awesome. Hi, Randy. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Sisto is one of the guys you want greeting future Calvert Hall students. He loves this school.
I think the number one thing I love is just the brotherhood. Like they said, I mean, the friendships you build coming here. I mean, I came here knowing about 3 or 4 guys just from playing lacrosse and stuff like that. But I mean, the friends you make from the sports you play to the classes you're in to the clubs you're in. I mean, it's really just, I think it's a one-of-a-kind thing.
And Sisto is one of a kind, a 3-sport athlete. He won his MIAA weight class last year wrestling, a 2-time varsity football player, and is committed to play lacrosse at Maryland. He's also a McMullen Scholar and knows the importance of a Calvert Hall education.
The academics come first, right? Every coach preaches that no matter what sport you're playing. So, I mean, you gotta do well in the classroom, do well in the field. Everybody knows that. If you want to play your sport in college or play at the next level, you gotta do well in the classrooms.
He also knows the importance of community, volunteering, helping younger kids.
I feel like it's a requirement. It's a job for me to have to go back there, and I need to do it. You know what I mean? Because it makes me feel better about what they gave me when I was younger.
And he feels it all comes back to Calvert Hall.
I think it's given me everything. You know, I mean, I think it can give any kid what they want to succeed. The extra help in the ARC or the MRC or the teachers that are there spending hours making sure you succeed. If you just watch those opportunities go by you, then you might not be successful, right? But if you're the type of kid, which everybody here is, that takes advantage of those opportunities and wants to be successful, it can give you anything you want. Good morning. How are you? Sisto.
Yeah, like international, he's won titles.
Pass it in.
Senior wide receiver Mike Bell is Calvert Hall Scholar Athlete. He's a member of the Peer Ministry Team, National Honor Society Yearbook, Black Student Union, CHC-TV, and is the Vice President of Communications Club with a weighted grade point average of 95 while taking 3 AP courses. Additionally, he's also known as the official voice of Calvert Hall, recording voiceovers for all TV and radio commercials. Congratulations, Michael Bell, Calvert Hall's Scholar Athlete. Loyola on top, 13-7. We are at halftime. The 103rd Turkey Bowl from Johnny Unitas Stadium on the campus of Towson University.
As the #1 school for boys in the Baltimore region, Loyola.
Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. Hall, you can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90-plus academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's gonna be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's a food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60-plus faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of every place she's visited so far.
Calvert Hall's phenomenal fine arts program is nationally ranked with performances locally, regionally, and nationally. With instrumental and vocal music options, along with visual arts and theater, there is something for everyone. Choose your artistic path at calverthall.com.
Let me ask you something. What motivates you? Is it your teammates? Is it you? Two Baltimore-born legacies are in your backyard. Ask yourself this: do you have what it takes to protect this house?
When stuff goes wrong and you need answers,
know where to turn. Mallory Sofaste.
Tucker bowling in gives Loyola a 7-0 lead out of the gate.
Tommy Tucker making plays everywhere, and how about this one from Chris Hewitt?
Yeah, just a sophomore showing his speed and patience there, waiting for his blocks, ripping a couple of tackles off, and scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, both of those guys two-way players, and a big pass play right here to Jaden Moore.
Yeah, 3rd and 19 keeps the drive alive and sets up this.
This is where the quarterback catches the touchdown pass. Little Phillies special for you. And how about this catch?
Oh, Jackson Gister goes up and gets it one-handed. One of the many spectacular plays in the first half of this football game.
And then the half ended on this play. Calvert Hall driving, trying to get something going on the final play of the half. And G comes up with a nice interception there. Maurice G making the play. Those are your Jimmy's Seafood first half stats.
Yeah, take a look at him. Passing yards, Loyola 107, Calvert Hall 83 total yards, 184 to 79. And penalties, 11 penalties in this game for 115 yards. And again, Scott, you brought up a great point. Anthony Zayu, in his pregame talk that we heard in the locker room, said you gotta control your emotions in a game like this. Some of them aren't emotional, some of them were.
All right, we're at halftime. Loyola on top 13-7. The Calvert Hall marching band on the field. We wish you all a happy Thanksgiving here as we celebrate the 103rd Turkey Bowl.
Calvert Hall's phenomenal fine arts program is nationally ranked with performances locally, regionally, and nationally. With instrumental and vocal music options, along with
to take a tour of every place she's visited so far.
Calvert Hall's phenomenal fine arts program is nationally ranked with performances locally, regionally, and nationally. With instrumental and vocal music options, along with visual arts and theater, there is something for everyone. Choose your artistic path at calverthall.com.
Let me ask you something. What motivates you? Is it your teammates? Is it you? Two Baltimore-born legacies are in your backyard. Ask yourself this: do you have what it takes to protect this house?
when stuff goes wrong and you need answers,
know where to turn. Mallory Sofaste is working for you.
Have a story idea? Email me directly, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Calvert Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. Calvert Hall, you can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's going to be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's a food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
Well, we're at the portion of the program, Keith, that we look forward to every year.
This.
The guys who make this happen join us right now. The Brooks Financial Group guys. We got Paul here, class of '82, and big brother Michael, class of '79. Smiles on their faces, but we like to thank you guys, and I know the people at home do, for making this possible every year. You guys stepped up. It's been over 10 years now where we've had Brooks Financial as the lead sponsor.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's all right. We're blessed and thankful to be able to do it. It's the beauty. We've said it before. You've heard this before. This two great institutions doing great things in the community. So the game is the game, but the community is the biggest thing. It's a perfect thing. The Thanksgiving, the heart, the care, the touch, all that. That's why we do it.
And Keith, we know they're great humanitarians because they even sponsor on years Loyola wins. Yeah. two great Calvert Hall guys.
Mike, speaking of which, Bill Hooper, the general manager at Channel 2, is a Loyola alum, the basketball player there.
Yes, he was.
And share that story, how you guys got involved because of Hoop.
It's hilarious. I get a phone call from Bill, and he goes, Brooksy, we've got the Calvert Hall Loyola game, and we're lacking sponsorships, we're lacking leadership. We need some involvement. Can we chat? And I said, yeah, come on over. So we came over and we sat down and we had a conversation. And I mean that day he wrote up a contract and we got it going. We got on the phone. We called people that we know are very, very much committed to the whole purpose of the game and the schools, and it's just worked out great. It's been fantastic.
We talked about Dean Grunder, kid that made a nice play on the fake punt, and we talked about his great-grandfather, class of 28, his grandfather, class of 58, his dad, Mark, class of 86. You guys got the same story, right?
Yeah.
4 generations, 3 for you guys. Unbelievable.
What was the great-grandfather?
Grandfather.
Grandfather.
We graduated in 24.
The first we got the picture
up there.
First Turkey Bowl.
That's amazing.
First Turkey Bowl. Yeah. He was MVP, wasn't he?
He was the man apparently back in the day.
That's nice.
He played in the first Turkey Bowl.
Yeah,
that
first
is
Turkey Bowl.
Unbelievable.
Back in those days, I was looking at scores last night, and I think of the first 13 years, like 9 of them were 6-0 games. That's back when men decided in the trenches, right?
Yes.
There weren't any 42-35s back then.
6-3.
Captain Ray Brooks.
All right,
that's awesome.
So bragging rights now. So Paul, you played on the '82 team. Mike played on the '79 team, which I heard from Joby Walt the other day. Hey, by the way, we were undefeated. So you have the dais now.
Yeah, we had a run in the 81, 82 seasons. Both those seasons were MSA at the time, championships. Yep. And Turkey Bowls, and so I never lost a Turkey Bowl.
No. I remember sitting on the Loyola side his senior year and watching him and Epple just getting off on the quarterback. And I mean, I'm sitting there in my Calvert Hall red on the Loyola side, just the same way they do it today. I mean, nothing's changed.
Yeah, talk about the crowd.
Oh, this crowd's unbelievable.
This is awesome.
This has turned out to be a great venue, right here in Towson, close to the 2 schools. They pack the place every year on Thanksgiving. It's really worked out.
I think the winning school should get the sun side. So whoever wins,
yes,
you get a repeat on the sun side. I mean,
that's a good rule. I like that rule.
We just saw a picture. Was that Mike that was up there? Who's number 81?
That's Paul.
That was Paul.
Hey, you guys both played for the great Augie Maselli. A lot of Loyola alum listening today played for Joe Broom. Maybe some of them, maybe even Ed Hardigan, Tracy Mayer, whatever. The legacy of coaching, we talk about the players, but the legacy of coaches in this game, unbelievable.
Both this game, I mean, even go back to Poly. Back in the day with Augie Weibel.
Oh, yeah, Augie
Weibel. The whole
George Young at City, George Petrino.
It's, you don't realize this is the game for today, right? But the whole back in that era was all those coaches were doing great work and building great people.
And I think
great people building great.
I think like the teachers and the coaches, which are teachers, you know, they're coming into it with the right mindset. They're coming into it for a purpose. And so you're going to get, you know, engaged, committed, intentional quality, you know, from these leaders who are giving back their time to help the young guys. I mean, it's just, they're amazing.
It's good
they're
stuff.
heroes.
Yeah,
great point, guys. Hey, thank you, fellas.
We want to thank you again for everything you do to make this game possible, and wish the Brooks families the best on this Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Who's cooking today?
Who's got the turkey working?
We float. We float. Hey, and by the way, congratulations on your achievement award. That was great. The John Stebbins.
If you stick around long enough, you trip over a couple.
It's good. Well deserved.
Hall of Fame, baby.
Well deserved.
That is definitely deserved.
Appreciate
No question about it.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Thank you, fellas.
All right,
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Those are the guys that make this thing possible every year, our Brooks Financial Group. Let's go down to Sean right now.
Hey guys, I'm with Calvert Hall head coach Josh Ward. Coach, tough way to end the first half. What'd you see out of the first half from your guys?
I mean, resilience. I mean, we talked all year about just fighting through and battling adversity, and then, you know, we have a senior quarterback who this is his second career start. You know, he made a mistake at the end, but he's going to battle back and come out the second half.
What'd you tell your guys in the halftime locker room?
You know, I think we're a good second half team. You know, you got a lot of guys that play both ways over there at Loyola, so we're going to try to take advantage of that, lean on them a little bit, and try to tire them out.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Guys?
Thanks, Sean. That's our Holland Shades Auto Coaches Corner. We're at halftime, just about getting ready for the third quarter with Loyola on top of Calvert Hall, 13-7 in the 103rd Turkey Bowl.
Good luck, Cardinals and Dons, in this year's Turkey Bowl from your credit union, First Financial.
As the #1 school for boys in the Baltimore.
There's something for everyone. Choose your artistic path at calverthall.com.
Let me ask you something. What motivates you? Is it your teammates? Is it you? Two Baltimore-born legacies are in your backyard. Ask yourself this: do you have what it takes to protect this house?
When stuff goes wrong and you need answers,
Know where to turn. Mallory Safaste is working for you.
have a story idea? Email me directly, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. You can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, you know, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's going to be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's a food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60+ faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of every place she's.
Brought to you by Calvert Hall College.
Yeah, Scotty, and thank again to the Brooks brothers and everyone involved with making this happen. And it's interesting. How big is this game? You know, the general manager at WBAL, Dan Jarris, he's on the board of visitors at Loyola High School. His kids went there, and has allowed me to do this game with you for the last couple of years now.
We appreciate having you here.
And him and Hoop are great friends, and it just goes to show you what can happen.
Keith, we're looking at the crowd. That's
together.
The Loyola side in the sunshine, but look above the crowd. There are hundreds of fans standing over on the far side, and I'm sure down below us on the Calvert Hall side that we can. There's a great shot. Look at all the people up top taking this in.
What, they're getting 8 to 10, 12,000 people a game here on Thanksgiving Day. And the weather is absolutely spectacular today.
Shying line drive kick. Lavroni had trouble handling it, and he gets smacked up around the 17, 18-yard line. Big hit right there. Mason Russell.
I'll tell you what, the best thing that happened to Lavroni here is that he actually fumbled it, because he's down on the ground. If he catches that ball, the ball's at the 5-yard line because he's down. Instead, he gets whacked after the run. But again, we're off to a crazy start to start a wild game already here, starting the second half.
And the guy that made the big hit there, Mason Russell, 5'9", 165, but he packs a punch. Nick Humph, senior captain at quarterback. Play action fake, rolls, throws, incomplete. Plenty of pressure. Didn't have a lot of room to operate there. Sam Navarre was right in his face.
Yes, Navarre got off the snap quick and read the play, and Humph did a great job, I thought, just to keep that play alive and throw an incomplete pass. Looked like he was going to get sacked.
So what kind of halftime adjustments did the coaches make? We will see.
Boy, wide open first half, though. Some spectacular plays, interesting strategy and calls from the coaching staffs.
And Buffet in at a tight end spot for Calvert Hall. It's the keeper right here, and that's not happening. Giannis Kligas. He's had some big tackles so far in this game.
Yeah, very active in this game. Reads it perfectly unblocked and makes the tackle there, and it sets up a 3rd and long as Humph kind of ran into that play right there. Good play by Kligas.
National Honor Society student, and it's true, he does have 7 horses.
That's
6 wasn't enough.
Impressive.
He's got 7. 3rd and 11, and we got a false start. Oh boy. Matt Hart throws his hands up in the air. He goes, oh my goodness, that's on me. He jumped hard.
It's hard when you're what, Scott, 290 pounds and 6'7".
Yes.
It's hard to hide out there.
5 penalties for 50 yards for the Cardinals. And now it's 3rd and very long. Humph over the middle, deflected and incomplete. And Buffet, the intended receiver, got his fingers on it, and now the Cardinals will be forced to punt.
A good defensive set that time for Loyola. Got the pressure on Nick Humph a couple of times, forced him to throw the ball early and tackled him on the second play. So Loyola should get good field position here, as Calvert Hall's defense now needs to step up a little bit here.
Carter O'Connell, who was injured earlier, is back to punt. Jaden Moore deep for the Dons. Into the wind. Punt grabbed at the 48-yard line. Fair catch there from Moore. 37 yards on the punt, and Calvert Hall will have it in Loyola territory. When we come back, 10:53 to play, 3rd quarter. It's Loyola 13, Calvert Hall 7.
Calvert Hall, you can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's going to be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Here's some food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60-plus faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of every place she's visited so far.
Calvert Hall's phenomenal fine arts program is nationally ranked with performances locally, regionally, and nationally, with instrumental and vocal music options along with visual arts and theater. There is something for everyone. Choose your artistic path at calverthall.com.
Let me ask you something. What motivates you? Is it your teammates?
Loyola with the football, third quarter. Don's on top of Calvert Hall, 13-7. Russell's the running back behind quarterback Brad Cease, who's under center. Cease hands it off to Russell, trying to get wide, has some room. He's at the 40, he stays on his feet, and has a first down all the way down to the 33-yard line. So a good way to get the drive started, a 14-yard pickup by Mason Russell, the 5'9" sophomore.
This guy finds the edge, and Jaden Moore had a chance to crack back there. Good, smart play by Moore not to make contact. He did shield number 22 for Calvert Hall, Crum, but no penalty was called, and a good game for Russell.
First and 10, Cease under center. And movement from Calvert Hall into the neutral zone, and that'll cost the Cardinals 5. Isaiah Hammond jumped across. Just a little too anxious.
Yeah, big defensive end there. Golden Ring Middle School.
Cease takes the snap, hands it off. Russell cuts back to the middle, finds a little room and gets down to the 34-yard line. That's close to the first down. Bird and Smith with some good blocking up front for the Dons.
Yeah, we're seeing Russell here, a couple of good runs, keeps the legs moving. His dad played football at Milford Mill, an Army veteran, and making his pop proud today, running hard.
2nd and 1. Jaden Moore now in the Wildcat spot at quarterback. Moore hands it off, and look out. Here comes the Calvert Hall defense. Mason Russell dropped for a loss. Darius Smith on him, and that's a loss of 4 yards.
Yeah, big play by Smith. Read it perfectly. Keeps the edge, and really nowhere to go. Just a great defensive effort there by Smith, one of the premier players in the area, no question about it.
So 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd. 2nd and 1 becomes 3rd and 5. Cease looks over to the sideline, gets the play call. Ronaldo wide to the top of your screen. Out of the gun, Cease looking to throw, throws to Ronaldo, makes the catch on the 25, inside the 20, all the way down near the 16-yard line for the first down. Caden Newsom on the tackle for Calvert Hall, but a little pitch and catch that time. Brad Cease to Christian Ronaldo.
Yeah, out in the flat, wide open, and he gets a chance to turn his shoulders up, which is the key to that play. And once he squares up, Caden Newsom unable to prevent the first down.
Ronaldo coming off his best game of the year. The playoff game against Spalding, caught 3 for 49 and a touchdown. And now the Dons in the Mercy High School red zone. From the 15 on first down, Cease hands it off. Russell off right guard. Not much room, maybe a yard or two.
Boy, this is a big defensive set here for Calvert Hall. Scotty, if Loyola can grab a touchdown here, or even a field goal, Goes up 2 possessions.
Ball marked on the 14. Worthington into the backfield now. Jaden Moore in the Wildcat set. It's Worthington on the handoff inside the 10 down near the 8-yard line. Kendrick Worthington took the snap and gets it down to the 8-yard line.
Again, see a little Wildcat, see a little West Coast offense today, see a little spread, all to try to confuse the defense, but this time it was just good line surge by the interior of that defensive line. You see Derek Cease with a good block. You see Rudolph, number 88, with a good push there as well for Loyola.
Worthington 13 carries for 49 yards. Brad Cease comes back into the lineup. He is behind center Logan Holland. Cease hands it off. Worthington room, touchdown. Kendrick Worthington with his 10th touchdown of the year. And now the Dons open up a 19-7 lead.
Yeah, Worthington's favorite player in the NFL, Saquon Barkley. Looks a little like Saquon here. Great block from Navarre out on the outside edge, and man, he does the rest right there.
Tommy Tucker with a nice block too.
Yeah.
Tucker's had a hand in everything today.
And again, great seal from the left side of that Loyola offensive line. Trevor Szymanski and Aiden Bird.
His own Shying for the point after. This one up and good. 7 plays, 48 yards with an 8-yard touchdown from Kendrick Worthington to finish the score. The Dons on top now, 20-7, 6:40 to play in the third quarter. It's Turkey Bowl 103.
We are proud to be named the best private school in the
Mallory Sofaste is working for you.
Have a story idea? Email me directly, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. You can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's gonna be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's some food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate.
7 plays covered 48 yards in 4:13 with Worthington scoring on an 8-yard run.
Yeah, we see Worthington right there involved with the second touchdown as well on a handoff to Jaden Moore, who threw a touchdown pass to Brad Cease as we get close to the middle of the second quarter here.
Chris Hewitt back deep for Calvert Hall.
I'm sorry, Scott, third quarter, I should say.
And I don't think we're going to run this one back into the end zone. Good boot there by Zakrowski. Or Orange Shining with the strong leg that time, and that's kind of into the wind.
Yeah, Loyola with real good ball control today. Drives of 9 plays, 9 plays, 9 plays, and 7. Got 3 touchdowns and a missed field goal. So they have possessed the ball on the clock. One of those 9-play drives took up 80 yards.
Jayon Williams at quarterback for Calvert Hall. Jake Stewart's the running back. Williams hands it off. Not much there. Maybe up to the 23-yard line is Jake Stewart. Maurice G on the stop for the Dons.
Yeah, Maurice G, they call his position a wasp, and one of the reasons why is he just buzzes around and makes plays like this. Had an interception earlier, defends the run really well, and can play the pass. He is just a complete player, 6 feet and 205. He's a really solid player.
And he speaks Japanese.
Yes.
And he's an All-American high jumper. Pretty talented kid. Throw down the middle. It's too high. Intended for Jackson Gister. Tight end Gister had a terrific catch in the first half. How about those targets, Keith, when you look at Gister 6'6", 230, and then JT Taggart 6'7", 220. You got some big guys that can go up and get the football.
No question about it. Size, big important part of this Calvert Hall passing game. Jayon Williams, of course, the young sophomore quarterback. Boy, as I mentioned earlier, big things coming for him in his career. And he also wants to be a mechanical engineer when he gets to the next level. So good luck in that journey.
Well, 3rd and long here, 3rd and about 7. Williams in the shotgun set, looks over to his coach on the sideline, gets a signal, and we're ready to go. Snap a little low, handles it, and it's nearly a pick six. Maurice G cut in front of the intended receiver, Jameer Wallace, and that would have been 6 if he got his hands on it.
Yeah, I don't know if that ball got deflected at the line or not, but G read it perfectly, and this, oh man, is he saying, need to catch that one. But again, he's defending the pass, he's defending the run, he's doing just about everything you can from a hybrid linebacker defensive back position.
Dane Grunder, the punter, remember he passed last time, looking to run it this time on the left side. 25, 30, he's got a first down. Grunder up to the 41. Well, we saw this last year.
Yes, we did.
It was a little later in the game in the 4th quarter on their own 1 when Calvert Hall on 4th and 18 found a first down.
Yeah, that was Ricardo Cooper last year. Grunder now. Cooper is now down at the University of Maryland, where one of his teammates is A.J. Szymanski from Loyola. So it's an interesting scenario there. But yeah, Cooper did that on his own, Scott. I'm not so sure Grunder did that on his own today.
So Grunder has passed and run out of punt formation. 18 yards on the pickup, keeps the drive alive. Here's Williams on the keeper up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter, the run pass option, the spread offense. You see the size of him. He's big kid, and he's got some toughness and some speed. And again, he's still young, kind of finding his way at the varsity level here and in the A conference, which is one of the premier football conferences in the state of Maryland. But he's got some upside and a lot of talent.
2nd down and 6. Cardinals on their own 44-yard line. Fake it outside, hand it off inside, and it's stopped in a hurry. Up around the 48-yard line. Gabe Lavroni on that handoff. They fake the wide handoff, Keith, and then come inside.
Yeah, all about deception and see if you can catch him off guard. Watch Sam Navarre right here try to go for the strip, and eventually number 36 Tommy Tucker brings him down. But decent play on 1st down, or I'm sorry, on 2nd down.
Isaiah Hammond in as they go with 6-man offensive line here on 3rd and short. Handoff, and on the feet, close to the 1st down markers, Darius Smith. And we got some downfield action here as a Cardinal and Don got tangled up down around the 40.
Well, we are seeing a multitude of players, too. 15 different skill players.
4th down now. It's going to be 4th and short.
Actually, 18 different skill players for Calvert Hall. Man, they're crazy. They're teams that have a hard time finding 4 or 5, and they're throwing 2.5 dozen at you.
4th down. They need about a half yard. And they got it.
Whoa.
There goes Williams, still on his feet. Jayon Williams, touchdown. On 4th and a foot, they got 50 yards. Jayon Williams popped out of the pack, and he was gone. The sophomore quarterback puts a jolt into the Calvert Hall sidelines. 51 yards on the touchdown run from Jayon Williams.
I was getting ready to say, well, good move getting outside to get the first down, and then he just keeps the legs moving and runs through 3 tackles. And again, we talked about his size and his ability to break tackles, and that time he shows his speed as well.
Zakroski on for the point after. Kick is up and right through the middle it goes. And now it's a 6-point game. Calvert Hall got a shot of adrenaline as the quarterback, Jayon Williams, breaks away from the pack and takes it 51 yards for the score. 2014, Loyola on top in Turkey Bowl 103.
Maryville focuses.
Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. Calvert Hall, you can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's going to be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's a food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60+ faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of
seconds, and Jayon Williams, the quarterback keeper, on a 51-yard touchdown run.
You're seeing Sean Jordan, a senior, Jackson Gister, a senior, sandwiching the sophomore, Jayon Williams. Boy, big things coming, as I mentioned, in his young career from Raffan Middle School.
Ezra Carter back deep. Zakroski, pretty good foot into this one. And it'll be returned from the 3-yard line. And here comes traffic. Penalty marker down.
But the ball popped out. It did not.
Tackled down inside the 15-yard line. Aiden O'Connell on the stop. And let's see what the flag is. Clifford Daniels. Holding call.
Holding on the kicking team? No, he reversed it, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah.
Odd.
Yeah, right. Could happen.
It could happen. I don't think I've ever seen that, though. So now Loyola backed up.
So Ezra Carter hobbled over on the Loyola sideline.
Yeah, it's a big loss for Loyola's offense. He's one of those electric kind of players on the outside.
Well, each team so far in this game, Keith, kind of able to answer, right? Just looks like one team getting some momentum, the other team comes back with a good drive to answer.
And a long way to go.
8 penalties for 80 yards now. And Loyola is backed up. Sees hands it off. Worthington has room on the outside. He's across the 20. There's a face mask. Looked like they grabbed him by the face mask, and he's down at the 24. James Tram may have grabbed the mask, and that'll add on to what was already a real good run.
Yeah, Worthington kind of, the play designed to go inside. He cuts it out, has some room, and you'll watch Tram come in and clearly grabs the face mask. Good call from the officials, and that'll add 15 more yards to a big run by number 4.
Kendrick Worthington closing in on a 1,000-yard rushing season. Came into the game with 912, and he's carried the ball 15 times for 74 yards in this game. So let's see, 74 plus 12, Keith, 86.
You're the wrong person.
He only needs 14 more to get to 1,000.
Jayon Williams is a mechanical engineer major. Let's get him mic'd up down there.
Cease under center. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He is throwing deep. Good coverage downfield, incomplete, and the flag is down. Don't think Jaden Moore would have been able to come back and catch that ball. It was underthrown, but he was interfered with, and that's the call.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good call. Brad Cease puts this ball about 50 yards in the air, right on the spot. And we'll see it again. Yeah, there was a lot of contact there. Number one, Caden Newsom. And Moore's a tough handle. Had two guys on him, and Cease put the ball right there. But boy, he can do so many things. He's thrown a touchdown pass today. He's run for first downs. He's caught a couple of balls, and he just drew a big penalty there. Obviously, this is not the NFL, so it's a 15-yarder. 8 penalties for 85 yards in this game so far.
Jaden Moore, 800 receiving yards coming into this game, and now maybe Loyola got away with one. Looked like they had a false start. And the handoff is to Worthington, and look at him get down the field all the way down to the 31-yard line for a first down. It looked like Derek Cease made a false start. He was in the backfield. Keith, if we can see this play earlier, he stepped up like a step, and there was no whistle, so he just got back into position.
And then he went out through a key block on that play, along with number 52 for Loyola. That's Aiden Bird, and Loyola says, hey, you want to drive 80 yards, Calvert Hall? We'll do the same thing here.
And that was a 14-yard gain, and congratulations, Kendrick Worthington, who's now at 1,000 yards rushing this year. Russell's the back now. Cease hands it off to Moore. Moore trying to sweep the left side, has room. He's at the 20, turns the corner, and finally pushed out of bounds down near the 12-yard line. Chris Hewitt forced him out, but again, you see the speed as Jaden Moore turns the corner.
Watch the Calvert Hall dominoes fall. Just some terrific blocking on this run. 1, 2, 3 go down, and man, all you need is a little seam for Moore. Hewitt saves a touchdown, but man, that's just terrific execution from the interior of this offensive line, and a couple of receivers through key blocks right there. Boy, they got the run game going right now.
They're in the Mercy High School red zone. Jaden Moore missed this game last year. He had knee surgery. He was all conference as a sophomore and trying to finish it off here as a senior. Cease hands it off. Worthington off right guard, and he's stacked up down around the 9-yard line. Emily Dore on the tackle for Calvert Hall.
One thing we are seeing in this game, Scott, is just a tremendous amount of skill level players with Calvert Hall and Loyola, and also some big-time interior offensive line. But the skill level in area high school football right now from some of these kids is just off the charts, sensational. They're playing at a lot younger age. They're playing a lot 7-on-7 when they're 10, 12 years old.
The passing game is so advanced now. Yeah,
it's terrific.
Russell's the back. Cease in the shotgun. The fade in the end zone, incomplete. Will we get a flag? No, we don't. Ezra Carter on the coverage, and he was right on him.
Yeah, looked like the official was thinking about pulling the flag, but decided, nah, that's just good defense right there. Carter back in the game after hobbling off.
That's a freshman out there, too. Cruz Fleet on the coverage.
Yeah, real good defensive play there from the freshman defensive back. Sometimes you wish you can turn your head when you're in the end zone. That sometimes can trigger a penalty, but that time just effective defensive coverage.
3rd and 7. Certainly in field goal range here. We'll see what they decide to do. Incomplete, but a flag is down. The slant to Carter. Fleet again on the coverage, but draws the, looks like, pass interference call.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it again. Cease with a bullet right over the middle. You see the end of it here. Yeah, boy. Cruz is on his back, basically giving Carter no chance to catch that ball. As we've seen earlier in the game, Carter can make some plays. Boy, that's an interesting play right there. Seeing it from that angle. That was a tough pass to catch if he did not get touched.
So the penalties.
Half the distance here, yeah.
Just inside the 5, down at the 4-yard line. It'll be
tough spot here for Calvert Hall's defense right now.
First and goal, First and goal from the 4. Tucker in the backfield, set up to the left in the formation. It's Worthington off left tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. Kendrick Worthington, over 1,000 yards in this game, gets it in the end zone, and it looks like Aiden Bird, the left guard, is injured on the play. But here's the replay.
Yeah, and Bird, one of the guys that threw a big block here. You see at the end of that play, you see Cease with a block, you see Holland with a block, and just great physical power from the interior of this offensive line. And Worthington reaps the benefits of another touchdown.
What a day for Kendrick Worthington. 2 touchdowns now. 18 carries, 95 yards, over 1,000 yards on the season. Kendrick came into this game with 912 yards. He averaged 5.2 yards a carry. And good to see Aiden Bird back up.
Don't see too many 92-yard drives in a high school football game, Scotty. We just saw one right there.
So the score's now 26-14. Loyola on top as they answer the Calvert Hall touchdown.
And they do it.
And Owen Shining
do it in just over 2 minutes.
Yeah,
don't see that too often either.
Shining on to kick the extra point. He's missed one in this game, but on the year, he had been near perfect, 33 of 34. And 5 of 7 of field goals. Kicked a 42-yard field goal in the Dons playoff game against Spalding. That kicks right down the middle and good. Let's take a look at our Turkey Bowl flashback. This is back from the Turkey Bowl in 2015.
Windsor Middle School. Ben Brooks, Patterson Middle School.
And this is Massey busting it across the 50. He's at the 30, could go. 20, 10, touchdown, T.J. Massey. Wow. What a great run. 75 yards on that touchdown run.
8 years ago, T.J. Massey, 75 yards on that play. Second play of the game, and it was the only score of the game.
Expect the
a lot of defense in that one, Keith,
but
a big play right there.
One of the many, many, many exciting, exhilarating moments in this rivalry, which, as you mentioned, goes back to the 1920s. Loyola with 4 consecutive TD drives. Head coach Anthony Zayu, the latest in a long line of extraordinary coaches. And Loyola with 2 college football Hall of Famers. Billy Stromberg had played for Joe Brune. Eventually went to Johns Hopkins University, was the CEO at T. Rowe Price for so many years, and of course the great Bob Williams back for Ed Hardigan, Notre Dame All-American, and then was a draft pick in the National Football League.
Look out, Chris Hughes got some room across the 35 and spins up to the 40-yard line. You saw the number on the Towson Orthopedic Associates scoring drive, and now Calvert Hall will try to get back within that 1 touchdown. There's the scoring drive. 7 plays, 92 yards, only took 2:15, and Worthington with a second touchdown of the game. 39 yards on the kickoff return from Hewitt. And so pretty good field position here for the Cardinals. They'll start on their own 40.
How impressive is Chris Hewitt?
Yeah. Wow. Sophomore.
Wow. Defense for the first time has done well, and just an explosive offensive performer.
And off to Russell. And he's forced out of bounds. Check it, that's Asuku. Forced out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
Calvert Hall continues to throw out skill players left and right.
Deep depth.
Working on 20, I think now, I believe, right?
Deep depth.
Well, that is some deep depth. I don't know how many high school programs around the state or whatever, but a country that can throw out 20.
Final minutes of the final seconds of the third quarter. 38 seconds to play, second down. Williams keeps it, driving forward and stopped just short of the first down. Kligas on the tackle for the Dons.
Yeah, Calvert Hall's answered every touchdown drive here the last couple of possessions, and I actually kind of like this. You know, Josh Ward realized you got a whole quarter left. You score here, it's still a one-possession game. It's 3rd and 1. Grind it out a little bit.
Yeah, they go
Use
with the
clock.
Extra offensive lineman here is Josh Ritter, 270-pound sophomore, checks in 6 offensive linemen. O'Connell in the Wildcat. To the left side, he's got some room across midfield, has the first down around the 47-yard line, and that will end the 3rd quarter. Kligas out on the stop for the Dons, but the Cardinals got a little something going here. They're across midfield with Loyola on top, 27-14. We played 3 in the 103rd Turkey Bowl.
WMAR thanks Brooks Financial Group, title sponsor of Turkey Bowl 103.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60-plus faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of every place she's visited so far.
Calvert Hall's phenomenal fine arts program is nationally ranked with performances locally, regionally, and nationally. With instrumental and vocal music options, along with visual arts and theater, there is something for everyone. Choose your artistic path at calverthall.com.
Let me ask you something. What motivates you? Is it your teammates? Is it you? Two Baltimore-born legacies are in your backyard. Ask yourself this: do you have what it takes to protect this house?
When stuff goes wrong and you need answers,
Know where to turn. Mallory Sofaste is working for you.
have a story idea? Email me directly, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stats through 3 quarters, and a lot of offense over on the Loyola side.
A lot of offense on the Loyola side, and look at the penalty. 17 for 170, and still a long way to go here.
So Jimmy Seafood stats through 3. Throw over the middle, it's complete to Gister. Nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Calvert Hall. Jackson Gister got behind the Loyola defense, and that looked too easy, Keith.
Welcome to the 4th quarter, and Williams can't throw this ball any better. A bullet, and a little behind him, Gister makes the adjustment, slices the defense in half, and goes untouched. And again, we got ourselves a ball game in Turkey Bowl 103. Man, it gets no better than this.
Gister is a big play guy. Came into the game 6 catches for 156 yards. He averaged 26 yards a catch. A touchdown right there. The point after is up, and that is good. So 7 seconds have elapsed here in the 4th quarter, and Calvert Hall with a big touchdown to cut the lead to 6, 27-21.
At Brooks, is it you? Two Baltimore-born legacies are in your backyard. Ask yourself this: do you have what it takes to protect this house.
When stuff goes wrong and you need answers,
Know where to turn. Mallory Safaste is working for you.
have a story idea, email me directly, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. Calvert Hall, you can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's going to be full by the time we get out of here.
This play right here by Jayon Williams.
Yeah, Jayon. 4th and a yard. Well, I'll see you that yard and score a touchdown. And again, proof of his toughness, his strength, and his quickness and speed. Boy, we are in for a heck of a finish, Scott. We've seen a few of them in our time here, buddy.
Yeah, a lot of points on the board here. Suddenly, both offenses clicking. Zagroski kicks it off. Comes up short, fielded inside the 20, and up to about the 27-yard line is Mason Russell.
Well, let's see now how Loyola can answer.
Let's take a look at our Towson Orthopedic Associates scoring drive. It was a quick one, 3 plays, 61 yards, the 48-yard pass from Williams to Gister. Which defense is going to dig in first, Keith? I think that's going to win this game.
That's a great point, Scott.
Right?
That is a great point. There have been flashes of solid defense, but the offenses have controlled this one and just tremendous playmaking ability from both teams and players.
Mason Russell's the running back. Brad Cease under center, and a whistle stops the play. Got to delay a game. First play of the series, and Dons can't get it off.
Yeah, that was strange because the shot clock must have started when they were still in the huddle on the sideline, because they got to the line of scrimmage and kind of ran the play within like 10 seconds. So it had to start before they even came on the field.
Now Worthington is the running back. Had a big game, 9 penalties, 85 yards for the Dons. Worthington with it. Breaks a tackle, 25, 30-yard line, 35, 40, and still dragging Cardinals up just short of midfield. What a run by Kendrick Worthington, who's having a big game this afternoon.
No question, just getting huge chunks of yardage, and watch him run through the tackle here. Looks like somebody's got him through the shirt tail. No, he breaks away.
That was Xavier Crum, who couldn't quite hang on.
Boy, strength there. Worthington showing what he can do and why he's one of the premier players in the area. Over 1,000 yards.
28 yards on that gain. First and 10 from their own 49. Off the left side, Worthington. Tackled by Hammond. Let's see where they mark it, at the 46-yard line of Calvert Hall.
Gotta love those backs, Scott, this day and age. Go inside the tackles and outside the ends and make you pay either way.
You know what? That didn't look like much. It's a 5-yard gain.
Great point.
Yeah.
Again, good line surge. Kept the feet moving.
Worthington now 20 carries for 129 yards. They line it up in the eye this time. Worthington, the tailback. Blitz is on. Cease rolls outside the blitz. Flips it to his brother. No, that's Harper Rudolph. Harper Rudolph, tight end. First down. inside the 40 down to the 39 at Calvert Hall.
Yeah, I think Cease wanted to go deep on this, but great coverage down in the secondary and said, okay, I'll dump it off, take the first down. Great ball fake again. Moves the defense a little bit. Yeah, he wanted to go downfield, instead settles for the short pass in the first down.
Derek Cease lines up behind his brother in the backfield. They hand it off to Worthington. Left side, busts into the secondary, inside the 30, all the way down to the 22-yard line. First down, Loyola. And right now, Kendrick Worthington and the offensive line of the Dons dominating the Calvert Hall defense.
I'll tell you what, if you're going to put an arm tackle out here, you got no shot. If you're gonna have to stick him and move him off his line to get him down, because he is running. Looks like Jamal Lewis running out there. Like Scott, you called many of his games. Former Ravens standout.
21 carries, 147 yards for Worthington, and 2 touchdowns.
I'll bring it up to here and now. Gus Edwards, that's who he looks like today.
He's the bus. Here he goes again. 15-yard line, still up 10-5. All the way down near the 1-yard line is Kendrick Worthington. He is on fire. Crum and Newsom finally brought him down. And we got an official timeout. Looks like a Calvert Hall player shaken up on that play. But Worthington and that O-line just powering the Calvert Hall defense.
They really are. And again, you see Chris Hill, it's kind of screened by his own guy right there. It looks like Chris is going to come up and try to make the tackle. His own man ran him off the ball. And Worthington makes him pay. And man, give credit to Anthony Zayu. Give the ball to number 4, right? That's a simple game plan right now.
He's loving the work. And Darius Smith back on his feet and jogging off the field.
And that's a huge loss. Again, one of the premier players in the area.
Not sure what happened. He was sitting up and started to jog off the field, so hopefully we'll see him back.
Yeah, he'll have to sit out at least one play. Josh Ward.
Let's check in with Jamie Costello.
Hey, we got a great viewer, Chris Malott, watching us from Williamsport. His daughter Brittany just had a baby and named the baby Brooks.
Nice. There we go.
Cease hands it off, touchdown. Making it look easy right now. That was Tommy Tucker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. Tucker in for the score. And the Loyola running game running on high octane right now.
Absolutely. Left tackle Trevor Szymanski just seals down Evan Smith in the middle of that scrum as well, and just great power football for Loyola there on the goal line. Great line surge. Oh, man.
So 33-21. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here instead of shying with the kick.
Yeah, Aiden Bird back in the lineup as well. The left guard had a big block. What a double team that Szymanski and Bird put on the interior of that line was pretty nasty.
They better hurry here. 5 left on the play clock. Snap to Cease. Rolls, throws, and it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Jaden Moore. Pretty good coverage by the Cardinals, and the 2-point conversion is stopped. We'll take a timeout. 9:49 left to play in the 4th quarter. Loyola on top of Calvert Hall, 33-21 in the 103rd Turkey Bowl.
You can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's gonna be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's a food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% 100% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60-plus faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of every place she's visited so far.
Calvert Hall's phenomenal fine arts program is nationally ranked with performances locally, regionally.
Associate scoring drive. Loyola goes 6 plays, 74 yards, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. And Tommy Tucker with his second touchdown run of the game.
And they've done it with spectacular plays. They've grinded it out. The offensive line for Loyola taking control of this game. And Kendrick Worthington, 22 carries, 166 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's going to go down as one of the great performances ever in this Turkey Bowl, Scott. That's saying a lot.
Shying deep kick into the back of the end zone for the touchback.
Kendrick averaging 7.5 yards a rush, man. That's hard to do at any level of football.
First defensive stop wins. Should we play that? Because now the offense is on both sides getting the best of it.
5 straight touchdown drives for Loyola High School. Wow, and Calvert Hall's answered them pretty much every time. The last 3 they've answered. We'll see if young Jayon Williams can do it.
Jayon Williams at quarterback.
Josh Ward going with the hot hand as well.
Sukyu in the backfield with Jayon Williams. Sophomore hands it off, and that's a loss on the play as Maurice G., who's having himself a game all over the field for the Dons, made that stop for loss.
No question about it. G and Worthington right now just kind of stepping up and really making one big play after another. We saw him intercept a pass, defend another pass. Had 2 or 3 tackles for loss today.
Second and long. Williams sets up, now looks to run. Up to the 20, dancing to the right, gets a couple of more yards. Clegus brings him down at the 22, and it's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, Scott originally thought this was a pass, and it looks like it was, but then again, immediately he tucks and runs, and great discipline by the Loyola defense for staying home, stay in your lane, and just make the tackle. Clegus, just a solid player. He's another one, Scott, having a real big game today defensively.
Yeah, he's been good for him all year. National Honor Society student as well.
Big 3rd down play here for Calvert Hall.
Empty backfield. Williams looking to run now at the 25, 30, has the first down, and he's hit hard around the 31-yard line, but enough for the first down. Jayon Williams, the dual threat quarterback, using his legs.
Yeah, how many times have we seen backs today or quarterbacks run out of tackles? He does it here. Looks like Trevor Szymanski may get him. Instead, Jayon breaks 1 tackle. Fights and digs for the first down. Man, what an effort.
Got 9 yards to the 31. A little over 8 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Loyola up by 12, 33-21. Handoff left side. Sukyu, good gain there. He's tripped up around the 38-yard line. Luke Rush on the stop. Let's take a look at our Brooks Financial Group game summary. There's the numbers on the quarterback, Brad Cease. 9 for 13 for 122. And Worthington, the big story in this one. 166 yards on the ground and 2 rushing touchdowns.
And Williams hasn't got a lot of snaps. He's already gained 72 yards right now.
Looking to run back to the near side. Cuts left and right and gets up to about the 42. Tackle up around the face mask, but not grabbing the face mask. Trevor Szymanski brings him down. Trevor, an A-conference pick as a left tackle on offense, but also leads the team with 5 sacks on defense. Goes both ways.
Yeah, his dad, an assistant coach, had a chance to talk to Steve before this game. Proud of both his sons, one at Maryland, one playing today.
Williams looking this time, gonna throw it, and it's complete at the 49-yard line, short of the first down. That's Elijah Hammond.
Boy, Scott, it's hard for a college player, maybe even some NFLs, to have your first option taken away. So, okay, I'll take my time, show some poise, and throw a strike to the outside for a gain instead of an incomplete play. Man, that's an impressive play by Williams.
On the keeper, Williams, 45-40, look out. He's got the speed, and they finally grab him and take him down near the 30-yard line. Jesse Legree on the stop for the Dons.
Boy, I tell you what, we are seeing a battle of number 4s right now. Kendrick Worthington for Loyola and Williams, and he looks like he's gliding, but he's just churning out yard after yard until Legree finally hauls him down.
Ben Freitag with a good block to help his quarterback find some running room. Williams in the gun. Sets, throws deep down the middle, incomplete. Aiden O'Connell, the intended receiver, pretty good coverage. Jayon Williams helped up, got hit hard after he threw that.
Yeah, we'll see it here.
Kind of comes hobbling off.
Williams, I tell you what, right after the play, number 58 for Loyola, Luke Marcelak comes in and gets a piece of him there. And oh, man.
Over him to try to help him up.
Boy, that's, you hope everything's okay with the sophomore. He's been terrific so far.
Humph now into quarterback. Or check it, it's O'Connell. And he runs to the right side and stacked up just short of the 25-yard line. Back to the Wildcat with Jayon Williams on the sideline.
I guess Josh Ward, his brother Mike, the offensive coordinator, just get the ball right now in the hands of some guys that can make some plays. That's what you want to do. Nick Humph coming back in the game, though.
Keith, they just substituted, I think, 6 or 7 players.
Yeah, they got all kind of guys. Man.
I mean, they got so many different units and combos.
It is crazy. I've never seen this kind of offensive depth in a high school team. No.
Humps the quarterback, has the ball, throws near side complete. At the 20, down to the 15-yard line, and knocked out of bounds there. Good completion on the play. On the reception, it was Jameer Wallace.
Yeah, interesting. 2 receivers, one goes inside, and both defenders go with him. Instead, the pass is made to the outside, and it's a productive play as well.
First down, 5.5 minutes left. They're in the Mercy High School red zone. Not much happening on that play as O'Connell is stacked up right at the 15. That's the line of scrimmage. Trevor Szymanski on the stop for the Dons.
Yeah, Trevor playing his last high school game, and man, he's playing both ways, and that's not easy.
A touchdown here would cut the lead to 6. This is the 12th play of the drive. It's 2nd and 10. Direct snap up the middle. Oh, looked like he was going to go an ankle tackle. Saved it. Humph tackled down around the 9. They mark it up right on the 10-yard line.
And that was Szymanski. May have saved a touchdown. Shoestring tackle. Yeah. Man, great play by number 70. Nice play by O'Connell to find that seam, because it looked like he was going to be stopped. The line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 5. Loyola moved, but not across the line. No flag. Coach is screaming. They want a penalty. Now Humph sets, throws down the middle, and it is caught. Touchdown. Mike Bell on the reception. Humph hummed that one in there.
Yes, he did.
He put a little extra mustard on that one, and Mike Bell, we talked about him early, came into this game, his battled shoulder surgery and injuries. He had touched the ball twice this year. 1 catch, 1 rush, 2 touchdowns. He's got another touchdown.
Yes, he does. Terrific pass by O'Connell. Great protection.
And the point after, up and good. So back and forth it goes as neither team can stop the other team's offense. This time it's Calvert Hall with the touchdown as they cut the lead to 33-28. 4:16 left to play in the Turkey Bowl. Hang on.
My great-grandfather started Holland Shades Automotive with a simple philosophy: treat our customers.
Choose your path at calverthall.com. At Calvert Hall, you can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's gonna be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, here's a food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60+ faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of every place she's visited so far.
Yeah, this is Maurice G. Reading the eyes of the quarterback, stepping in front at the goal line, end of the first half. And since then, it has been an offensive explosion for both teams. Some good, solid defense at times. But, man, give credit to both of these offenses. Mike Ward, the offensive coordinator for Calvert Hall, his team has scored 3 straight scoring drives. And the last one, 13 plays, 80 yards in 5.5 minutes. Hump 10-yard pass to Mike Bell. And all Loyola's done is scored 5 consecutive touchdowns in drives and missed a field goal to start the game.
They were up for the onside kick, but they kick it deep, and that's G with the ball, and he's stacked up around the 25-yard line. Check it, Ezra Carter on the return. We saw the Towson Orthopedic Associates scoring drive, and we've had a bunch of them, as neither defense has been able to slow down these two offenses. Now clock becomes an issue. 4 minutes, 11 seconds left. It's a 1-possession game with Loyola on top, 33-28.
Just got a text from our good buddy Pete Medhurst, who broadcasts Navy football. Says that Trevor and A.J. Szymanski's mom, Pam Patterson, an outstanding volleyball player at South River High School again.
There you
so
go.
the Szymanski family, man.
Cease gives it to Worthington, and they stopped him this time. Isaiah Hammond on the tackle. Short gain. Well, the highest scoring game in the 103-year history of this series was 2 years ago when Loyola beat Calvert Hall 41-35. We put up 61 points already in this one, with the Dons up 33-28.
And just some terrific play from the skilled players in this game. Loyola's offensive line dug in the last couple of drives. Calvert Hall's did last drive.
Jaden Moore from the Wildcat on the keeper. Ooh. Tries to reverse his field, and down he goes for a loss. Sisto Averno and Isaiah Hammond up there to make the stop for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Sisto kind of forced more inside, and Hammond there to clean it up. But man, that was a good defensive play from both Averno and Hammond right there. So big third down here. Remember now, it's a 5-point game, so clock. 1 touchdown for Calvert Hall would win it if they could get a stop and make that happen.
Just the 7th time in the 103 Turkey Bowls that teams have combined for over 60 points. Big play here, 3rd and 12. Cease out of the shotgun. Here comes the pass rush. Throws upfield, and it is caught by Jaden Moore. Who else? And he's got a first down. Money play right there. Huge play. 3rd down and 12, and they pick up 15. Brad Cease to Jaden Moore.
Again, opposite hash. Cease shows his arm strength, great protection, steps into it. Moore goes up in the air, holds on despite the hit.
Oh, not an easy catch.
Man.
Defense was pretty good.
Yeah, Gabe Laroni came up with the hit. Boom. And Moore holds on. Again, multi-dimensional player, heading to Duke next year. His brother there now.
Instead of giving Calvert Hall the ball with a chance to take the lead, the drive stays alive. And it is Worthington straight ahead. Good room for him all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 8. Darius Smith brought him down.
Again, great surge by that offensive line. They were the key in the last drive, and they get some tread right here. Tommy Tucker, the fullback, comes in, gets a big block as well, number 36, and Worthington just puts his head down and grinds out 8 yards.
And a timeout is called. That stops the clock with 2:08 left to play.
Yeah, great block there too, Scott, from Chris Logue, who pulled on that play, got a seal block, and then Tucker came behind, and Worthington just kept going, kept running. Man.
Let's go downstairs. Here's Jamie.
All right, you think it's nuts right now. Listen to this guy's life. Bill Ackerman, who's the strength and conditioning coach at Calvert Hall, also runs a wedding venue. The only day you don't have a wedding.
Of course he does.
Yeah, we do not have weddings on Thanksgiving weekend, luckily enough, but we're back in full swing next weekend, Jamie.
And Vignon Farm out there in beautiful Havre de Grace. Everything going great? You're booked until 2028.
Yeah, we're looking into 26, but we just made it out of a wedding season 3 days a week. So.
All right, strength and conditioning. How are we conditioned for the final 2 minutes?
We're ready to rock and roll. You know, we're physical, we're ready mentally. We just got to, not make mistakes and play our game.
Say, back up to you guys.
All right, Jamie.
Back up to you.
Back up to you guys.
Another first down might wrap this thing up for the Dons, and it is Worthington. He's got it, spins out of traffic, and now he's in the open field and finally cut down around the 26-yard line. Kendrick Worthington now over 200 yards rushing in this game. He is putting on a show.
Oh, man, there have been some tremendous players for Loyola from the backfield in this series. Henry Blaha, Terrence Garvin, who went to West Virginia and, of course, played in the NFL. And this young kid, Kendrick Worthington, is saying, hey, I belong in that discussion. Unbelievable.
25 carries now. 203 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. And that might have been the biggest run of the game, because that one may have put it away. Clock running, 1:28 left. This is Worthington again, and he's running over people and running downhill, and he's all the way down to the 17-yard line, close to the first down. It is a first down.
And again, the offensive line, man, is just really playing well. Great hole on the left side. We'll see it. The left side of that offensive line, Szymanski and Bird continue to just pile drive their guys, and Worthington is reaping the benefits of it, running hard. We mentioned Terrence Garvey. Again, Mike Newton played at Calvert Hall.
Yeah.
Of course, played in the NFL with the Indianapolis Colts. Was a defensive player for the Colts, but a great running back at Calvert Hall back in the early 2000s.
Worthington had a 250-yard game against Gilman. This time it's the fullback, Tommy Tucker. Short gain, stacked up, clock running. They're in the Mercy High School red zone now. Timeout called, and that may be the last one for Calvert Hall.
Yeah, one more timeout for.
They do have one left, don't
Josh Ward and his staff. And hats off to this young Calvert Hall team. They finished 4-6. The regular season didn't go their way. Sisto Averna was talking about that earlier in the week.
We got a flashback here. Let's go back, turn back the clock, Keith, to 2003, the Turkey Bowl.
Let's do that. I like it.
And look at the throws. Brady Smith fires out into traffic. It's caught. Touchdown. Brady Smith. Quarterback sneak. He's in. Robinson with the backs in the eye. Lost the snap. It's loose. Scramble in the end zone. Loyola has it. Number 44, Larry Strickland. Touchdown.
Oh, some great memories there, Scotty. Brady Smith, man, boy, he was some kind of player. Great lacrosse player as well. Oh, man. There's just been some phenomenal storylines in this game. Adrian Amos, of course, had a big game.
We don't have any highlights of the 1920 game. Sorry about that.
Adrian went to Penn State, still in the NFL.
Look at, here he goes again. Touchdown number 3. Kendrick Worthington putting on a show that will be flashing back. I won't be here 20 years from now, Keith. You might be here, but Kendrick Worthington's story will be around for a while, because that kid has put on a sensational display this afternoon.
And no question about it. We heard a lot about what Jordan Moore could do, and he's done it today. And He and Worthington have been front and center, one of the great offensive explosions we've ever seen in this game. And Scott, you and I are going back to the late 70s, early 80s. Man, over 200 yards today rushing. Wow.
Shying for the point after, and we've got a whistle, and looks like a procedure call against Loyola. Yeah, the numbers up to date now in Worthington: 27 carries, 226 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's a pretty good day's work.
No question. Again, another great running back in this series. Sean Tucker, now playing with the Tampa Bay Bucks, who went to Syracuse, played at Calvert Hall, and Kendrick Worthington putting his name in that class of player.
Coach Z said spring offers likely for Kendrick Worthington.
I would think so.
Very likely now.
I would think so.
He got faster this year, picked up his speed. He's got the power to go with it. That drive, 8 plays, 76 yards, capped by the 13-yard touchdown by Kendrick Worthington, who's having one heck of an afternoon. 40-28 with the extra point, only 30 seconds left. Well, Calvert Hall, they're going to be disappointed, but their offense made a bunch of plays.
Wow.
It was just a matter of not being able to slow down that Loyola offense that's been so good. And Worthington has been the story, but Brad Cease, when he's had to make plays, has been real good throwing the football,
Had
too.
that huge third down play here to keep that drive alive to Jordan Moore, that opposite hatch deep out to Moore, which kept the drive alive, and then Worthington took over. Offensive line play, Scott, from the second quarter on has just been off the charts outstanding.
Yeah, there you see the scoring drive, 8 plays, 76 yards to put this one away, and Worthington capped it off with the 13-yard run, his 3rd touchdown of the game.
I mean, some teams got to lose, and that's going to be Calvert Hall today, but I'll tell you what, this has been one of the most enjoyable Turkey Bowl games that I have ever watched, and certainly one of the more high-level games in terms of a variety of players making spectacular plays today.
Cole Hansen dribbles one down the middle. Calvert Hall up with it, and up across the 40 to the 45-yard line is Jake Stewart.
So let's see what Calvert Hall can do. They can score with 20 seconds left, get the onside kick, and then run it back for a touchdown. What do you think?
Just got a note, 7th time in this long traditional series that goes all the way back to 1920 that Loyola has scored 40 points in a game. 40-28 right now, 21 seconds left.
Yeah, Marcus Hines, who hit no bull for that great play 2 years ago to win the game for Loyola. He's at Susquehanna University. We mentioned all the young kids playing college football. Noah Bull at the Naval Academy.
Little screen pass to Jayon Williams, and Jayon gets down to the 44. Loyola had about 7 defenders, about 25 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Good to see Jayon back on the field. He left the last drive with looked like a little ankle.
This might be the final play of the game here. 5 seconds left. Williams sets, throws across the field, and it is complete and out of bounds with zeros on the scoreboard. Wazalewski caught the pass, but the happiness over on that side of the field as you see the Loyola Dons celebrate. Calvert Hall has dominated this series. They've won 7 of the last 8, 11 of the last 13 coming into this game, but now Loyola has won 2 of the last 3 and lost by just 3 points a year ago. The yin and the yang, Keith, in this great series.
It's been a game of streaks. You're wondering now if this may be one that Loyola can start. Their playoff, their hopes of an A-Conference championship ended a couple of weeks ago over at Archbishop Spalding, losing. They played very tough in that game, and they've come back a couple of weeks later and rebounded with clearly their most impressive win of the year, and certainly one of the most impressive wins this program has had in a long time.
And then the handshake line. These kids have played against each other in football and other sports from rec leagues right on up. They know each other. It's a fierce rivalry, but they got a lot in common, these two places.
And it's interesting. A lot of these, Mike Creaney, one of the greatest players in Loyola history, ended up coaching over at Calvert Hall for a while. Mike and Paul Brooks, who put this game on for us with their unselfishness, you know. They're Calvert Hall guys. Or working with Bill Hooper, a Loyola guy, the vice president and general manager at Channel 2. So these players will leave this game with nothing more than more respect than they've had today for each other.
Well, another great Turkey Bowl. A lot of action in this one. If you like offense, you saw it today. And Kendrick Worthington, the big stars, he ran for 226 yards and 3 touchdowns as Loyola downs Calvert Hall 40-28. We'll return to Johnny Unitas Stadium. Next, it's Turkey Bowl 103.
The Brooks Financial Group Turkey Bowl 103. Brought to you by the Brooks Financial Group. Infinite rewards from finite focus.
Good luck, Cardinals and Dons, in this year's Turkey Bowl. From your
Is it your teammates? Is it you? Two Baltimore-born legacies are in your backyard. Ask yourself this: do you have what it takes to protect this house?
When stuff goes wrong and you need answers,
Know where to turn. Mallory Sofaste is working for you.
have a story idea? Email me directly, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
Calvert Hall is home to 17 sports and 40 MIAA athletic teams that are ranked locally, regionally, and nationally. Put on a uniform and choose your path at calverthall.com. You can choose from 29 AP courses, 45 honors courses, and 90+ academic electives. Choose your academic path at calverthall.com.
I can't tell you how cool it is to see them at work.
It is some positivity that go on, in Baltimore. It just need to get highlighted way more.
That truck's going to be full by the time we get out of here at 6 o'clock tonight.
Here's a food for you. Look how cool this is. Oh, Maryland's so awesome. I know.
You got friends now, brother. You got friends now.
94% of Calvert Hall students participate in one or more of our 60+ faculty-moderated extracurricular activities. Find your passion and choose your path at calverthall.com.
Stevie Daniels is your guide to shopping small in Maryland.
I want everything in here.
She's popping into local businesses around town to discover the best spots to shop and eat. Visit WMAR2news.com/shop small to take a tour of every place she's visited so far.
Calvert Hall's phenomenal fine arts program is nationally ranked with performances locally, regionally, and nationally. With instrumental and vocal music options, along with visual arts and theater, there is something for everyone. Choose your artistic path at calverthall.com.
Let me ask.
Talk about, and it's all good.
Oh, no question about it. Just a complete effort for his team today. Had a couple of defensive lapses, of course, in the second half. Give Calvert Hall's offense credit, but from an offensive perspective, man, it was a juggernaut performance today for Loyola. Hats off to the Dons.
Here's our Riley's Oyster Bowl play of the game. And Keith, a great day for running, but 3rd and 12, maybe this put it away.
Yeah, this was a huge play because Calvert Hall, if they had scored 3 straight possessions, if they get the ball back, who knows? But Cease, opposite hash, a shot, just a bullet pass to Jordan Moore, who goes up and gets a great coverage by Calvert Hall, but that play stands out.
Yeah, and if you were going to say who's going to make a big play in the passing game, it's probably him. Here's the story of the game. Loyola University, Maryland, player of the game, Kendrick Worthington.
Yeah, hard to argue with this. Number 4 stepped up, have one of the greatest Turkey Bowl performances ever. 226 yards on 27 carries, 3 touchdowns, part of a 443 total yard performance from the Loyola offense. I'll tell you what, Scott, if Josh Ward said today, if we get 360 yards of offense, we got a good chance of winning this football game.
Yeah, look at that.
Man.
Look at those rushing yards, 302.
Wow.
Largely from the work of Kendrick Worthington. And Coach said, you know what? He said he's going to get offers this spring. Well, you know he's going to get offers as college recruiters take a look at this game the way.
No question about it.
There's a hard-working man, Rob Brockmeyer.
Yeah, Brocco, our leader.
He had the crew out here about 3:30 this morning getting set up, but a big thanks to all those guys who do so much to put on this broadcast every year.
Yeah, no question about it. Cannot happen without Keith Nelson, Ricky White in the booth, and Rob Brockmeyer and all the technical people, Lamont Williams, Keith Fox. I can't name them all. Dave Lashley behind us here in the booth. Just a spectacular team effort as well from our guys from Channel 2.
And the coaches, Josh Ward, Anthony Zayu, who do so much to help us put on the broadcast. Partner, been fun again.
You got it, buddy.
Once again, the final score today from Johnny Unitas Stadium. Loyola winner, 40-28, the final. Special thanks to the schools, Loyola and Calvert Hall. And a big thank you to the Brooks Financial Group family for their sponsorship of Turkey Bowl 103. This has been a presentation of WMAR-2 Sports. For Keith Mills, Jamie Costello, Sean Stepner, and our entire hard-working WMAR-2 Sports crew, Scott Garceau, have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you next year for Turkey Bowl 104.
Two Baltimore-born legacies are in your backyard. Ask yourself this: do you have what it takes to protect this house?
When stuff goes wrong and you need answers,
Know where to turn. Mallory Sofaste is working for you.
have a story idea? Email me directly, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.